But maybe that'll work. How we doing, everyone? We're gonna be starting soon, obviously. If you can read. Just trying to figure this out. It's like when you schedule a stream, right? It gives you a link, and the link is like the back end version of the stream where you can check your connection, if your connection is good or whatever. And usually it would have the chat window there. And that's what I would use to read my chat, because the built-in chat thing for OBS is really delayed for some reason. It's always been delayed. Every time I've tried to use it, I can never accurately go by that chat window because it's so delayed. So I would just use the built-in live chat from the back-end link that it gives you when you start a stream. But now it's not showing the live chat anymore, so I have to actually go pull up my stream on YouTube and pop that chat out that way to do it, and it's really stupid. And there's probably some easier way to do it, but I'm just not aware of it. I don't know. It's really dumb. But let's get started because we have a lot to cover today. We have a lot to cover. So, stupid mouse, why are you freezing? Just technical issues, man. All right. So, I think what I wanted from his pre-stream podcast thing from July 18th is on a different video, so I'm gonna watch the video first to make sure that it is on there properly, and if it's not, I'm gonna come back to this. Hopefully it's on there, because surprisingly very few people actually have it clipped for some reason. So let's get started. Oh, yeah, it would help if I actually have my headphones in. Sorry, I am not prepared today. Otherwise, you're going to be hearing an echo. No one wants to hear an echo. Because we're professional over here. All right, let's test this and make sure it works.
The hate army troll.
Yep, it's showing that you guys can hear this.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout out to hate.
Here we go. So in regards to Street Fighter 6,
Well, you're definitely regarded, Phil.
recently, people have seen that when I'm playing Street Fighter 6, particularly when I'm playing the ranked matches, which are, you know, they're a grind. It's people trying to play their absolute best.
Such a grind, dude.
And basically, it's a lot of stress. You know, my blood pressure goes up. My body's hot. I have to pump up my air conditioning in here.
Oh my god.
If I start
All
to
just
lose
for
a
him
string
to
of matches,
lose.
I get really agitated and heated, and then it just kind of, it makes me run into more like bad gameplay. Like I'll play worse the more upset or heated or agitated I get, right?
Okay.
So people have had suggestions, take breaks and stuff like that. Back on Wednesday, my eyes started to burn uncontrollably, and then I couldn't even see. Like I could see the TV, and then when I looked over here, the entire laptop was a blur. I couldn't even like see the words on the screen. I'm like, oh my god! So people suggested, hey, go get eye drops. So I did. I have eye drops now that I can use.
I forget how to
My eyes
fucking
start to burn
blink.
like that,
Apparently,
right?
I'm not human, guys.
So someone left.
I gotta
an
manually
interesting comment. I'd
control
like to
my
share it with you.
microscopic
And
movements and stuff.
I think this might actually lead to a
My
direct
micro
change to
movements.
when I play Street Fighter that actually is going to be for the best, both for me and
Oh
for the
my
viewers.
god.
So this is what I
I've
mean
discovered
about getting
blinking,
constructive
guys.
Feedback,
It
is that
helps
it
so
really can help
much.
and change things for the better. So here we go. Ready? Okay. So here's a comment left directly on last night's video of
Hey, dumbass,
M. Bison
blink.
gameplay as I continued to, you know, grind. And then I did a daily wrap basically explaining that I was doing good, but, you know, there's issues that arise when I'm playing, right? So here you go. He goes, you barely blink when you're doing matches back to back. You're fixating so hard on the action, and you've just basically learned this kind of a bad habit.
Really?
And you are in a room with lots of tech equipment and the air conditioning, and it's all going to dry out your eyes. Symptoms of dry eyes are sore, itchy, red eyes, and blurry vision. It's no more
For
complex.
dry,
than your
red
dry. This is why
eyes,
you're playing high-stress games.
Clear
You barely
eyes
blink.
is awesome.
You guys would know that. I literally wouldn't. right? Like,
'Cause
I
you're
don't know if when I'm
retarded?
playing fighting games.
Like, how do you not know that?
Because I'm focusing on the fighting game.
Oh my
you guys know
god.
because you can see me as I play, and so this person is
Unfortunately,
observing and
yes,
saying,
we can see
you
you,
haven't
Phil.
noticed when you play fighting games, like you barely ever blink. So
No, that's
okay,
probably
that's
just a
valid
you
observation,
thing, honestly.
right? Thank you for that, because I didn't even realize
Thank
that.
you.
Okay?
I'm kind of an
Continuing
idiot.
on, you should take breaks every 2 matches or so and go into a practice room versus NPCs and practice moves for a few minutes and talk with viewers and ask for strats or info about moves or to calm down. The way that you spam matches back to back over and over for hours is kind of crazy. You need to break them up a little. You're always running at high revs and stressed out. Okay? I actually think this person, now putting this in perspective, is absolutely correct. When I play Street Fighter online, particularly ranked, and I'm just jumping from
God
match to
damn it.
match to
Alright,
match,
sorry.
right?
1 second. Apparently, I have to make a fucking phone call. 1 second. I'll be super quick. Alright, sorry about that. Had to make a super quick phone call, apparently, because I missed the call. And like, thought it was important, but it's not that important.
I could go.
She
like,
made it seem
for an
like it was
hour
important, of course.
just playing without a break.
Oh my god,
right?
that's it.
It's true. And then I'm not relaxing my eyes. I'm not even interacting with the chat in a lot of cases. I get so heated. I'm like, I just want to go on to the next match. I just want to go on to the next.
Yeah,
match,
sorry, there wasn't any audio. I
And
just had to make
what
a
happens
phone
is
call
those
super
streams, as I've
quick.
told you guys, end up being way less interactive, way less social than my typical stream would be. Like right now, as you know,
No,
we're
where's
gonna
my
be
mom
talking, and we're
actually?
going to be interacting, and we're going to have a good time on this podcast. When I start playing Elden Ring, we're going to have those conversations. Tonight, are you kidding me? When we play Stardew Valley, that's like a feature, right? That we're going to hang out, and we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to have fun together. That's kind of the point.
No
But
one has
in
fun
regards
during your
to
streams though,
Street Fighter
Phil.
6, I basically kind of almost ignore you guys unless I'm taking that break in the
You
middle of the
always
stream,
ignore
and I
the
talk to you
chat.
for a
That's
little
not
bit,
anything
I'll do
new.
shout outs and I'll update the leaderboard and stuff like that. So what this person is suggesting is to be a more loose atmosphere when I play Street Fighter. Maybe do 2 to 3 sets and then take a break for like 5 minutes. Hang out with the chat. What's going on? What is everyone talking about? Let's do shout outs. Let's update the leaderboard. Let's cool down. Even if I'm on a winning streak or a losing streak, to interrupt that streak, to take a breather, to blink like this, to be natural.
This is so retarded.
Instead of
like,
being a robot mashing through a bunch of matches back to back, and that'll give me.
I mean, that would
hey,
be
my eyes
fine,
burn.
but
Let's
it
put some
wasn't
eye drops in. Hey,
that.
let's hydrate, right? Let's get a drink here.
But is he really? Is like,
Let's get the
how
blood pressure down. Let's get
stupid
the
do you have to
adrenaline
be
down.
to forget
Honestly,
how to blink?
I
Like,
think this person is onto
seriously?
something, because here's why.
I think blinking is a
The
good
last
thing to
few times
do.
that I played with M. Bison, I start off very strong. My first several matches, the whole first roughly hour goes well, right? And then all of a sudden, after about an hour of gameplay, it starts to fall apart.
This is insane. The fact that like he is blaming his piss poor gameplay on the fact that he forgets how to blink. How do you forget how to fucking blink?
I start to play a little more sloppy, dropping execution.
That's not the
dropping combos,
reason why
right?
you sucking,
I
Phil.
start
You
freaking
just
out. I don't know why
suck.
I got hit. I don't know why that's hitting me. I don't know why my combo. Oh my god, I couldn't do a simple move. I wanted scissors, and instead I got head stomp. Right? That kept happening. Now,
Oh my
when that's
God.
happening, what I should do is immediately I should say I got to take a break, because obviously things are falling apart. But instead, it's just like my
I think you're falling
agitation
apart, Phil.
makes me want to keep going. Right? And that's gonna spell disaster.
Streamer of
And
the
I
year,
see-
folks.
Logically, I know this, but the problem is when you're in the heat of the moment, when the adrenaline is pumping, right? When you're angry, then you don't feel the logic betrays you, and you don't think logically. You just, I gotta go to the next one. I gotta get revenge. I gotta fucking get things turned around again, right? So I absolutely feel like this advice every 2-3 sets, not matches, but sets, because you know a set is when you're doing ranked, it's best of 3. So let's say I play 3 different people in a row, then take like a 5-minute break and relax, right?
This is retarded.
And then recuperate, blink, right? Hydrate in the eyes, hydrate in the mouth, hydrate everything, and then come back. You see what I'm saying? So
No, I
think that's what
don't,
should start
actually.
doing.
I
this is
think
an
you're
exceptionally
stupid.
Good suggestion. This is going to dramatically improve, I feel, when I play fighting games. And what I'd like to do, the first time I'd like to try this is Monday on my next Street Fighter stream. Okay, so for those who don't know, Monday, the daytime stream is Street Fighter 6, not the
And
night
guess
stream.
what? It
It's
didn't
going to be
help
M. Bison
improve his
ranked
gameplay at
My goal
all.
is to take him to master.
Like, I
I'm
swear this
actually
guy's
more
not
than a
human.
third
He's a
through
fucking
5-star diamond
alien.
rank. I'm getting there.
Oh
right
yes,
now.
I forgot.
So I feel
Humans do
if we do it
blink
like this,
sometimes.
I play 2-3 matches. Relax,
I must
let's hang out for
remember
a
to
little bit.
blink.
Then we go back. That will actually help me, in my opinion, to play better. And I think that that's what I need to start
Nope.
doing, so that way it's not.
He's
Here's the thing, the way I play now,
literally
I kid you not, I
willing
start
to
playing,
blame
either I'm a string of
every
good
single
matches or bad
thing in
matches, and
existence
then I just keep
other
going,
than
and next thing you know,
himself
the night's over.
on why he sucks.
And I'm like, dude,
like,
like this is what happened
he
last night.
refuses
It's past 10 p.m.
to
I'm supposed be
realize
out
that
of
he
here by, like,
sucks.
9:30. It's past 10 p.m. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
I feel
someone
like I
had
wanna
to
keep
tell
playing.
him
The
to
adrenaline's
blink.
still coursing through me.
Someone had
That's a
to
bad
fucking
idea.
tell
I'm
him,
playing
hey,
2.5
maybe you
hours. If
should
I keep
fucking
going, I'm probably
blink.
gonna play more
Hey,
poorly.
maybe you should take
You know what
a
I'm saying?
fucking break every 2
I
seconds,
do need to start
dumbass.
getting under more self-control.
Like,
And
seriously?
I asked for this last night, and admittedly, thank you to everyone who was here last night who helped me. Said if I get tilted, I need
Thanks
to
for
calm down.
everyone
And
to
we
help
did, actually,
me.
at one point, and we took the break, and the break worked well.
Thanks for helping me
so I need to
remember
do
to be
that. Like, if I'm
human
getting hot
again.
and pissed
What the
because of
fuck?
fucking a string of losses or whatever, I need to have that break. I need to have people step up and say, "Hey, break that
For
right now.
dry,
Let's
clear eyes,
let's have this time to just
red
hang out and talk
eyes.
for a little
Wait,
bit,
no.
so you can cool
Dry,
down, so you can
red
go back into a
eyes,
more right mind. You're
clear
not just
eyes
agitated,
is
right?
awesome.
So let's start trying this on Monday. So thank you to this person. Amazingly good comment. And this is what I mean. This kind of feedback could really help me. Not only just, for my own personal health reasons. I'm getting older and I shouldn't have a high fucking blood pressure every time I play Street Fighter. But
Oh
also
yeah, no, of
for
course
content
not.
creation in general. I think that the Street Fighter
He
streams
still
would be
doesn't
better
do it
if Instead of
anyway.
we just go play, also play, that we break it up.
He doesn't
I
talk
talk
to
with you
anyone in
guys,
chat
we
unless
hang
they
out,
give him
right?
money.
And we have those opportunities for chill time in between the serious matches. In
Oh
truth,
my
I
god,
actually feel
stop
like a
with the
lot of
whole
people do
chill
this,
bullshit,
and I'm
dude.
just behind the
Seriously?
curve, right?
Oh,
'Cause
it's
again,
so
I'm of the
chill,
mentality of the
guys.
old days of Street Fighter. Keep in mind, I haven't played competitive Street Fighter in a very long time.
Oh
where I used to
my
just
god,
grind.
shut up.
I was offline. I wasn't streaming. So I would just do all these offline matches back to back to back to back and just keep going. And sometimes I'd have a string of losses. People would like that. They'd laugh at my
Wow,
losses.
what a
I would
waste of
lose and stuff.
time, huh?
But today I'm actually trying to play well. This isn't just me pumping out videos for the sake of pumping out videos. I'm actually trying
No,
to get
that's
better
what
at
you're
Street Fighter
doing. You're
6.
trying to get money.
I care now. Back in Street Fighter 4 days, I legit didn't. I didn't give a fuck if I won or lost as long as I was putting out an entertaining video. Now I actually care. I'm actually trying to get better at the game. So it makes sense that I should actually take breaks and focus and try to readjust so
And
that I'm not
blink.
pissed off all the time, right?
Really?
So this is great. Thank you so much. And anyone, this is the kind of suggestion I need for sure. 100%. This is super helpful. This is going to allow me to do better moving forward if I listen to this.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Okay? So thank you very much. And again, if anyone else has suggestions like this, please, by all means, leave these on my videos. I read them.
Yep, that's chill, apparently.
I look at all the comments, I approve them, and I read them. So know that it's not being missed or anything like that. Absolutely, I see all of your comments and constructive suggestions like this. So thank you for that, okay? Just a final reminder, please support Elden Ring today.
Oh,
I'm really enjoying the time I'm putting into the playthrough, so it would be great to you know, at least hit the tier 1 support and everything that, you know, that I look to do during the stream. I like the idea of positive feedback, but what about the suggestion box? And the fact that sometimes...
What about it? You ignore everyone's suggestion.
Plargus,
literally everyone's suggestion you ignore, unless the suggestion is like brain dead, no shit, obvious thing like Blink. If it's not fucking, hey, dumbass Blink, you're gonna ignore every other suggestion there is.
Versus some of the stuff I read out of that suggestion box. Here's the difference. Someone giving constructive criticism of how to directly improve a Street Fighter stream, make me play better and calm down better for my health, better for my gameplay, and a better experience.
He wants fucking stupid, retarded ass fucking suggestions. Like, hey, fucker, Blink, dumbass. And doesn't want actual constructive criticism telling him how to actually improve his shit. Just, I think you should Blink, Phil. Wow, that's a good suggestion. That's the kind of shit I need.
Experience for the viewer.
Not these paragraph-long suggestions telling me how to actually improve my content. No.
Constructive, positive suggestion.
I need to Blink because it doesn't cost me any money to Blink, right?
So don't do it. That's not a suggestion. That's like a pet peeve gripe. It's not the pet peeves box. It's the suggestions box. You're supposed to put stuff in there that actually constructively improves the content. Not, oh, I just don't personally like something.
Blinking will improve the content.
The other one,
Blinking. Everyone else does this, so why don't you do it too?
Because that's not a suggestion. You're just saying.
Yeah, he doesn't want rational it.
You know, that's why I think the suggestion box, sadly, didn't really work that well.
Oh my
people
God.
used it as a way to vent at me for things they don't like, instead of saying, here's actually directly why this would improve your content, and here's how to implement it. You see the difference?
They've told you that before.
One or two people who did use it for that, thank you. Like OP Boone was always putting good suggestions in there, and there was one or two other people. But then there's people, here's my laundry list of gripes with you. Here's 17 paragraphs of the suggestion box. Now read this on your show, and if you don't, it shows what a horrible person you are because you don't accept constructive criticism. I'm like,
but you don't.
I think you missed the fucking point, right? That's the difference here, Plargus. So if you get that, cool. If not, I can't really make you understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a weird thing that people took the suggestion box not as a suggestions thing, but like a bitch fest.
But they were offering suggestions for you to do, Phil. That's the point of the suggestion box. They're saying, hey, if you do this, your stream will be better. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. That takes work and effort. I don't like that.
It's not bitch fest. Radical Joel says, I have a suggestion. We're waiting for a match. Wait in the training room. If you go to the training room, it constantly puts you there after every match. We could try that. Do you want me to try that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I could try that on Monday.
Everyone else does that.
I prefer to sit there and listen to the music of the menu rather than sitting in training. You know? Plus, here's the thing. If I'm in training, then I can't talk to you guys.
I don't know what you talk about, JDX. I'm like the best streamer ever. I have no reason to improve whatsoever because I'm already the best. So
I don't know. Let's talk about it on Monday. Let's try to figure it out on Monday.
All right, that one's done. Where is the one I wanted to watch? Where is that? This one. So let's see if this is the one that has the shit that I wanted to talk about in it.
Here's Phil to tell you more.
Facts.
Hold on, guys. 1 second here. I just paused the show. One quick thing to check.
I like the fat horse in the back. That's nice. Hello, Philip. You're on the air. Sir? Sir? Ew.
Nothing happened, everyone. I just got an email I wanted to check quick, and now we can continue.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, this is a hell of a way to start off today's stream, folks.
Let's talk about today. Okay? So, I wake up... Well, first of all, just so everybody knows, as I've told you, right? My schedule has been all over the place recently. My day off has been shifting around. My daily schedules have been shifting around. Not to say my streams have changed. My streams have not changed, right? But everything else
No,
going on
that's still
in my
shit.
life, basically, behind the scenes, it's been kind of hectic and stressful.
Oh, victim blaming where
A
you're
lot
like
of stuff being
pretending that we're
shuffled,
so
changed,
sick and
as a result of many different things going
teasing
on
that there's some
personal and
kind of
private.
illness or medical issue going
so,
on.
This morning, things are a little different than a usual morning, and Kat is getting up earlier, all right, and so she's like getting ready. She's in the shower and stuff, and I'm still in bed and relaxing, and you know, I'm napping in a little bit more, and excuse me, so I'm napping a little more.
Napping a little bit
Or I have
more.
to get up.
So I can't get in the shower until Cat's done in the shower. Anyway.
So waiting.
You don't fucking
you know,
shower,
I
Phil.
basically go
Shut
back to
up.
sleep for like a half an hour, and then finally it's time for me to get up, and I sit up, and I'm like, okay, you know, time for a shower. So I take my shower, everything's fine.
This is riveting content, isn't it? Like, oh, I love hearing about the fucking breakdown of your day off, Phil. This is what people want to hear about.
Out of the shower, I walk into the bedroom, and Jasper Kitty has vomited all over the bed. And I'm like, oh, and it's a big hairball too. It's a big hairball. You could tell this one's probably been built up for a while. And I'm like, oh man.
The joys of owning pets, Phil. And considering how often Jasper is throwing up constantly, it seems, maybe there's something wrong with him. Maybe you should actually take him to the fucking vet and actually pay the vet's fucking bills to get blood work done, Phil.
And, you know, Kat is gone at this point. She's out of the house. Like, well, here we go. My day begins. So I stripped the bed. I got out of the bed, and it was so gross. It went through the sheets into the bed. What do they call it? The mattress pad thing? What do they call
Mattress
it? Mattress
protector.
Over your mattress to protect it from things like this. I think it's called a mattress pad, isn't it?
Oh my god.
So, yeah, it went through the sheets into that. But I was like, thankfully we had that. Because if we didn't, it would have actually went right into the mattress. But it didn't. It protected it. Like, thank God we have that. So, yuck. First of all, of course, had to clean up the gross slop and toss all that into the wash. And in fact, now that I'm telling you this, within about 5 minutes, I need to go downstairs and see if the wash is done so I can toss all of that into the dryer. All right, so let me finish telling this little initial story.
And like, so I wanted to talk about this because it's funny because like this is probably the second time in his entire life that he had to fucking do laundry by himself, right? Because Kat had to leave her to work early. So like, it's just, it gets worse. It gets so much fucking worse. Like, he has no fucking idea. No, he said in 5 minutes he has to go put it in the dryer, I guess. So like, it was in the dryer from like, I guess when he started to now, or 5 minutes from then, or whatever. So like, when he first started, woke up, he put it in the wash.
What we're doing today, and then I'll run downstairs to check on that. Mattress protector, you called it there, Casanova? Yeah, it's nice. It's so nice that they have that, because can you imagine if something like this, I mean, the mattress would have been staying.
I mean, I bet you anything Phil
permanently. You
actually
can't
wets
clean
the bed or
mattress anymore,
something.
you know? So I'm so happy
So
that
they
we had
probably need
on
that
there
mattress
to
protector
prevent
because
that from
he
happening.
wets the
That
bed
would
all
have
the
been
time.
really bad. So yeah, so
And the fact that they
and then,
probably
finish
aren't
up,
even
you know,
sleeping in the
getting
same
dressed
bed
and
anyway.
ready for the day and running around the house doing chores and errands in the morning. Had my breakfast burrito that my wife made a few days ago. She made a big
No,
bag.
JDX, it's not a 5 minute long wash. He started the wash before he started streaming, and in 5 minutes from this point in the stream, he has to go shut it off and put it in the dryer. So it was longer than 5 minutes. He was just saying in 5 minutes he has to go and change it, is what he's saying, I think.
Batch of burritos for me for the morning for breakfast. So I just nuke it.
Oh, him and
It's
his
frozen, so I nuke
stupid
it,
ass
and then I have my
fucking
coffee
breakfast
and my burrito.
burritos.
Cool. All right. So bear with me for 1 second. I like to go downstairs and check on those bed sheets and mattress pad that are in the wash and toss them in the dryer, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I paused the recording, and I am about to do that, guys. So if you could bear with me, I'm going to head downstairs, do that, and I'll come right back.
So you don't have to tell us, just go and do it. Sir. Quality content. Womp, womp, womp. Times 4 speed. Oh, the horse is going really fast now. Time stroll speed! The horse is gonna blow up! Horse is definitely gonna have a heart attack. Why?
And hence, this is the problem of trying to do a million things at once.
A million things, aka 2 things at once. This man cannot multitask at all. At all, he cannot fucking multitask. We all know he can't do it, but like literally, it's not that hard to pause. Like you could have I can't say much because like I can't say too much because like at the same time, I could have probably played some kind of music or something in the background when I had to make that phone call for like 2 seconds myself, right? I mean, life does happen. I just don't really have any copyright-free music on my PC at the moment. So I need to like find some like video game soundtracks or something that's like copyright-free so I can actually have it ready to go. But like but I'm not getting paid money. I'm not a professional streamer like Phil is. I'm like Phil, like shit like this is gonna have to happen. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're gonna have to get up. And how many times is he getting up to go to the fucking bathroom every 2 seconds, right? So like, why don't you have some like copyright-free music available that you can like play in the background or some lo-fi or something like that? You know?
The stupid bedding keeps saying uneven load in the washer.
If it's copyright-free,
the washer
maybe.
keeps erroring out and freezing. So I reposition. I pulled them all out, soaking wet. Blah blah blah. Toss them back in, and I think it's still saying uneven load, but it started again. So I'm gonna go down in about another 15 minutes and check it again. So everyone,
because like I'm not that big into music, and the music that I do have is all copyright. Like it's all like actual bands like Disturbed or Metallica, shit like that. You know, it's like I'm obviously gonna get struck if I play that.
Live. Can you remind me in 15 minutes, around 12:05 p.m. Pacific time, to go down and check on it again? Because if it's frozen again, then there's nothing I can do about it. I just keep pulling
frozen
it out,
what?
trying to separate it, put it back.
Wait, hold on.
Even load in the washer. And hence, this is the problem.
I missed
trying
something
to do a
here.
million things at once.
Well, yeah, I don't even listen to the new Metallica stuff. It sucks. I'm talking about the old shit.
The stupid
I gave up on them a long time ago.
Keeps saying uneven load in the washer. So because of that, the washer keeps erroring out and freezing.
Oh my god, uneven load. You don't know how to spread out the fucking comforter and stuff so that it's like evenly spread around the whole thing. I don't know if he has a front loader or a top loader. I know mine is a top loading washing machine. So like if you have like a big thing like a comforter or bed sheets or something, you like try to like spread it around the outside of the big bowl thing so that it would evenly rotate when it's spinning in the spin cycle. So it would evenly spread out. So it's not, but he just probably shoved this giant wad of comforters and bed sheets in this thing. He doesn't spread it out at all. He's just shoving this, because I bet you it's one of those really fancy fucking ones that like is like all computerized and shit. So it's like he probably doesn't even have a middle thing in it. So it's I would guess it's a front loader and one of the newer ones that's like all computerized. So he's probably just shoving it like a ball in there. He's not spreading it out at all, clearly. And then it's saying uneven load. I know what I said. But that's what he's doing.
I pulled them all out soaking wet. Blah, blah, blah. Toss them back in. And I think it's still saying uneven load.
I need Iviga's soundboard or something. Like, just come. Like that fucking one sound that he has.
Started again. So I'm going to go down in about another 15 minutes and check it again. So everyone here live, can you remind me in 15 minutes, around 12:05 p.m.
Why don't you set oh my god. Why don't you set like a reminder alert on your phone, Phil? You can play I cannot talk today. You can play WWE Champions on your phone live while you're streaming, but you can't fucking do an alert on your phone in 5 to 10 minutes to double check again because you're too stupid to spread out the bed sheets.
Down and check on it again, because if it's frozen again,
Just imagine it's your wife's big fat ass and you're spreading those cheeks apart. Just imagine that, Phil.
Then there's nothing I can do about it. I just keep pulling it out, trying to separate it, put it back in until the wash will
Oh, wait,
finish.
they don't have sex, so never
Yeah,
mind.
it's so frustrating. But when my wife does this, she basically has to sit in front of it, right? Paying attention
Right,
to
I forgot he was gay, yeah.
constantly for like an hour and a half, 2 hours until finally it'll finish washing. And there's nothing you could do about it. It's not overloaded because it wasn't even full.
No, that's disgusting and never.
Uneven load. This is
I would rather be celibate for the rest of my life.
so
Thank you.
dumb about modern washing machines. Of course it's uneven. It's a ball of bedding. Once it's wet, it goes to one side because, what do you think would happen?
Because you're not... Oh, my God.
So why can't we design a washer that's okay with that and can handle it?
No, you're just a fucking idiot. Like, I've never had an issue. I've never had my... When I'm... Like, I've washed bedding before. Like, you have to wash your bed sheets every once in a while. How often does he wash his bed sheets? Now, I know Kat is probably the one who actually does this, not him. Because she probably does all the fucking work around that house because he's an incompetent oaf and doesn't know how to do fucking anything, clearly. He doesn't know how to fucking do anything, right? So, but Jesus Christ, it's like, how are you this fucking stupid?
Instead of expecting the user to keep pulling the fucking clothes out, right?
No one else has this issue, just you.
Separate them and toss them back in so it's an...
Yeah, he literally wants like an AI fucking washing machine. With like robotic hands inside of it to keep it like pressed against the side so it doesn't get like bundled up, apparently.
even load. That's the dumbest fucking thing.
No, you're
So I
the
gotta
dumbest
keep doing
fucking
it, like,
thing.
every 15 minutes, I gotta go down there and see if it finished or not.
This man is ridiculous.
Okie dokie. You really think I care about this? And by the way, I'll say it. I'm just gonna address this once. I don't ever want to bring it up again. Boogie got canned from the lolcow podcast for lying about having cancer for 2 years. Then Kim admitted DSP was right and that Boogie would be ruined by the lolcow podcast. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. All right. Just the fact that you know that, you fell for the trap. You understand that? This is what they want.
You fell for the trap of watching their show, which is very obviously what anyone who has a show would want you to do. So it's not really a huge trap or huge gotcha. Aha! I fucking got you. I made you watch a show you wanted to watch. Like, how is that a fucking trap, first of all?
Of the show is drama.
All right, I'm gonna skip this part because I think I reacted to that already anyway. I wanted to talk about his the bed sheets and how he doesn't know what the fuck to do with it. So let me go back to this. And make sure we got everything.
So over the course of the day, we did a few things. We just kind of relaxed for a while. We did a little bit of house cleaning. We spent some time together, some meaningful time, which was nice to do that. But it was kind of uncomfortable because the house was kind of stuffy. Like, even with all 3 air conditioners blasting, it was still 80 degrees downstairs and humid. And we're like, what we're realizing is we have a new setup
really
this year
thinks
with the way
he's
we're
so
doing our air
smart when he's
conditioners.
not.
We have our big air conditioner all the way down in the bedroom. And then we have the 2 smaller air conditioners in each of the rooms in this end of the hallway. So they blow the cold air down the hallway. Then the other big air conditioner in the bedroom blows the air there, and it's supposed to push it down.
Keep in mind, if this man technically owns this place, he's still paying off the huge mortgage that he's never going to actually pay off. Like, he'll never actually pay off that mortgage, right? But he does technically own that place. He makes over $100,000 a year. It would behoove him to fucking bite the bullet and just fucking spend money to get the central air in that fucking house fixed. Like, if I owned my own home, the first thing I would fucking do is either make sure it fucking has central air or have central air installed. But I rent an apartment, so I can't really do modifications to it like that. Right? But, like, with how hot it's like every year it's getting hotter and hotter, you know what I mean? So it's like, maybe you should fucking just invest in central air. But this fucking moron doesn't want to. He wants to fucking pull more Hogans instead.
Down the hallway stairs, we have a fan, an oscillating fan, standing in front
Yeah,
of the
right.
bedroom door, so it blows all the cold air downstairs, which is what the goal is. Hot air go up, cold air go down. But as I was
I'm a
standing
fox,
right over
thank
here in
you
the
very
hallway
much,
yesterday,
sir. Wait, where'd he go?
I realized we need a fan right here.
Oh
Because
my
what's happening
god.
is the cold air is building up in these two rooms, and it goes to the hallway, and it just kind of sits there. It's not properly going down the hallway to combine with the air from the bedroom and go downstairs. If we had an oscillating fan in the hallway right here, it would catch the air from both rooms.
But I won't buy it myself. I'm gonna claim a fan fucking donated
and push it down the hallway.
fans
So we're
get
gonna
on
look to
that.
probably
Give
get
me a
another
fucking
fan.
new
I don't know if we're gonna
fan.
get it this year or not at this rate. I mean, we're already halfway
Bro, a fan is like $20.
into the summer. But that
I
would
have
be
two
like
fans going
perfect.
right now.
Someone said get a swamp cooler. Do you know what a swamp cooler is? A swamp cooler is a cooler that makes water evaporate and go into the air. So you get cooled because you're getting like permanently. You can't clean the mattress from that, So I'm so happy that we had that on there to prevent that from happening. That would have been really bad.
Voice call.
And how stuff goes. Now, also, FYI, this week
FYI.
it's a possibility I will be doing a Street Fighter 6
Ah,
lobby. with
launcher
Brian.
shovels. Okay. We did that.
Cool. All right. So bear with me for 1 second. Once it's wet, it goes to one side because
Right, we
what
did.
do you think would happen?
The news.
So why can't we design a washer that's
Famicom
okay with that and can
Detective
handle
Club.
it
Wait, what?
instead of a? Okay. Now we have a follow-up.
He's gonna
with
play
an announcement from
Famicom
last
Detective
week.
Club?
Last week, Nintendo had announced their.
I mean, that's a good game. 100%. It's like a visual novel type game that they remastered because it was originally, I think it was on the Famicom or something.
apparently making some kind of a survival horror game following someone called the Smiling Man. His name is Emio. It's a guy with like a paper bag on his head that's like a smiley face. But they're saying it was like a horror game that would be exclusive to the Switch, and everyone's like, that's rare. It's very rare.
Or am I
when you would
thinking of a
see
different game?
a horror game like, exclusive to a Nintendo console like that. So a lot of people were speculating what this game would be. Well, now more information has come out. It's called Emio, the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club, and it launches on August 29th.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else. Hold on a second. 1 second. So yeah, ain't this already out? The Famicom Detective. Oh, I see. So each one's its own separate thing. So I guess it would be like the third game in the series that he's talking about, right? Because he probably doesn't know this is already out because you already got the Go Stands Behind and the Missing Air. And these two were already remasters from the original game. Like it's a murder mystery with a prequel and everything like that. And that came out in 2021. So yeah. Oh, the Dark Side Detective. Oh no! Phil's a fucking detective? What's going on here? Well, there's like a lot of blood or something going on. Holy shit. I might be a cop, but that doesn't make me a pig, okay? Anyway.
Now, you might say, what is Famicom Detective Club? And that's a valid question. Because there's not been a
so
new
what
game
else
in
was
this
there?
series called
Legal.
Famicom Detection Club.
Oh lord, he's
since
talking about
30
defamation.
years. So yeah, the last time there was a new game, it was, I think, 1994 was the last one. So what are they? I don't even
Launcher
know.
Disaster.
Like, I have to
Is
like
this
research
the
this
same one or
to
is this
find out
different?
what kind of games. Okay, I just got reminded to go check my wash. I will. I'll be right back. All right. Well, thank you to Casanova for reminding me to check uneven load again.
So he
I
didn't.
go in- I
So he didn't fuck it up one time. He fucks it up twice. 2 different times he fucks it up. Come on, Phil. Bro, like how hard is? He is fucking helpless without a woman there to do this shit for him. He can't cook. we're obviously seeing you can't even fucking do laundry. Holy shit.
To lift up the entire mattress pad out of the washer. It weighed like 10 pounds because it was completely soaked with water. And I had to try to basically pull it out, rotate it in my arms, and put it back in a different position because it was like a giant lump of water. As I did this, I'm not kidding, like a gallon of water poured out of it all over the floor of the laundry room. Luckily, we have linoleum in there.
Oh,
so it just made
my
a giant
God.
fucking mess everywhere. I put it back
This
in.
man is helpless. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And I guarantee you, he left all that water on the floor for Kat to clean up later. And she was sick. I don't know if she was actually sick at this point or not, but like, guarantee you, he didn't clean up all that water that fell on the floor. Oh my God, this guy is fucking ridiculous.
I did go it did start again, and it's not uneven load this time. So I think this time it will finish, but now I got to go down in another 15 minutes when it's done spin cycle and finishing, and I got to put it in the dryer. So I stayed there. I had to get paper towels, and I'm freaking drying.
You don't have a mop?
Area. My entire floor
That big ass house, and you don't have a fucking mop, Phil?
soaked like a lake of water that came out of this thing when I lifted it up.
Oh yeah, just use a shitload of paper towels. That'll work. Can you imagine how many fucking paper towels he probably had to use? A whole ass roll, probably. No wonder he gathers so much fucking garbage all up. You know, because, like, you know, he's always talking about how he has, like, so much garbage accumulated in his fucking garage and how he can only take, like, 1 or 2 bags per week from, like, for the garbage pickup or whatever.
Like, oh my God. Not cut out for this.
I'm not cut out for being a fucking adult and doing my fucking chores. Phil, it's not that hard to do a load of laundry. It's not that hard to do the dishes. And I don't even fucking have a dishwasher, Phil. It's not that hard. I'm not cut out for actually doing work and taking care of the place.
If I was down there, right, waiting for it to say uneven load, I could go right over and do it easily, but I'm
So why don't you fake a sickness and call it off again, Phil? Like you did yesterday.
Here. You know, I'm basically doing 2 things at once. You're not supposed to have that much in there. Dude, there's the mattress pad and the sheets and the pillowcase. It's one set of bedding in a washer. Yes, you're supposed to have that in there. It's not like I have a comforter, a blanket, the sheets, pillows, pillowcase.
I mean, it depends on how thick the sheets are. If the sheets are just like, what you would think, the sheets are pretty thin because it's summertime, right? So if it's just light sheets and then it probably would be fine. Even though it's a whole set, but still, and mattress pads usually aren't all that thick, so it should be fine. He's just an idiot and doesn't know how to, what's another word for spread so don't say spread again? He doesn't know how to actually properly put it in there so it doesn't just get all bunched up.
Pieces and the mattress pad in there at once. I just have the basic stuff for the bed in there.
It's not a laundry washing machine problem. It's a Phil problem. He's not fucking human. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Anyway. All right. Well, anyway, by the way, guys, that is it for the news today. Good Lord. Let's
I don't know how to say it without it sounding bad.
Let's jump into shout outs.
That's not obviously what I'm trying to do.
Well, we have 1 contribution so far. Okay?
Does he mention it
no,
again,
there's
or
no
is that
comforter
it?
and there are no towels in that washer, Al Gore. You are a liar. Anyway.
Wait, back pain? What? Is he bringing his back pain thing back up again?
Advice for someone who recently pulled their back?
No, I guess not.
Yes, basically.
Oh, household commentary?
Jasper, what are you doing? Please don't attack the wire. Hey, Jasper. Hey, Jasper Kitty. Why are you doing that to that wire? Don't do that.
Hey, Jasper Kitty.
How did I get a slipped disc? It wasn't slipped. It was severely herniated, and no one really knows. It's not like, oh, I got into a bad accident or something. It's just something that happened over time. And then all of a sudden, I started getting severe shooting pain up and down my legs, but it wasn't the same leg. Sometimes it was one leg, sometimes it was the other leg. So you know it has something to do with the disc. You're right. And then sometimes I got bad numbness where I'd try to walk and I couldn't even feel anything. It was like pins and needles or nothing. That's obviously not good. And then I started having like Jasper, don't bite that wire. I started having what do you call it? Like spasms. Don't do that. Don't chew that wire. Stop that right now.
It really has though. Like it's never the
Stop that.
same
Don't
story.
do that.
It's always evolving and
Don't do it.
changing.
I know
'cause
it's a
you
nice
can't
wire.
remember
Purple
this
wire. It's my
lie.
joystick
You can't
wire. Don't
keep
chew
the
it.
lie up.
Don't chew my $400 joystick wire, Jasper. Jeez.
Do it, Jasper.
Jasper,
Do it.
I just said don't do that. Stop that right
Destroy
now.
it!
That wire. Leave it alone.
Cast it into the fire of Mount Doom.
Ugh. Oh no. Swagonito says, "Does your fridge have an ice maker? Mine just broke. I don't know if it's worth it to get another fridge with an ice maker." This fridge that I have was brand new when I moved in 10 years ago. The ice maker literally never worked properly. That thing would constantly freeze up, constantly have issues.
Probably because he user error. He probably fucked it up.
To the point where I just turned it off. I had enough, and I just bought an ice cube tray, and I put it in my freezer, and that's how I get ice. There's no point to having that thing. It never worked. It always would have issues. Shout out to Hair of the Dog. Thank you to Hair of the Dog for a super chat, and thank you to Grimace for a super chat. 2 super chats there. So, guys, as you know, when I stream, my goal is to hit 50 bucks in tips every
Oh my
stream.
God, more
Outside
begging.
of that, everything is appreciated. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips. Now, today we're doing Street Fighter. I'm going to try to take breaks every few matches and sit here and
Jasper
have conversation
tricks.
with you guys. I actually have been
Summoning
enjoying doing that a
debate,
lot recently.
No drama rule clarification.
And I find that when I break
Oh,
it up
another
like that, I do
laundry
better.
break. Okay, let's see what this is.
The Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo player did a super chat and says, "I like your streams, but you're doing chores on your stream. This is no good." Yeah, it's called life, dude. It's called life. It's what you got to do. I'm multitasking right now.
You
So,
of
in
all
fact,
people shouldn't
now
be.
is the time. Let me
You
head
of all people
downstairs
should
and
not
see
be
if I gotta
fucking
toss that stuff
talking
into
about life and this. You have to multitask.
Dry. Okay. The bedding is in the dryer. Now it has to run for an hour, and then we're good. But it could stay in the dryer till later, and then my wife and I will probably put it on the bed together later today.
Oh my God! Well, you can't put the bed sheets on the bed yourself, Phil. You're gonna wait and make her do it?
Man, laundry can be pretty stressful, huh? At least
No, it doesn't. Oh my God, laundry is not stressful, Phil. Normal people don't have issues like that. What the fuck? How far back? Which one?
Okay. The bedding is in the dryer.
Wait, hold on. Like that, or?
Now it has to run for an hour, and then we're good. But it could stay in the dryer till later, and then my wife and I will probably put it on the bed together later today. Oh, man, laundry can be pretty stressful, huh? At least it's done now. All right. Any other topics you guys want to talk
Jesus
about
Christ.
before we get?
Nobody said that's life. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Okay. The bedding is in the cast on your stream. This is no good. Yeah, it's called life, dude. It's called life. It's what you got to do. I'm multitasking.
Oops. What the hell was that? That's a different language. What the hell button did I hit?
Asking right now. So, in fact, now is the time. Let me head downstairs and see if I.
What the hell? Hold on a second. I think
toss
my
that
whole
stuff
thing's
into the
fucked up.
dryer. So, in fact, now is the time. Let me head downstairs. Life is what you got to do. I'm multitasking.
What a douchebag. What an asshole, man. Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Right now. So, in fact, now is the time. Let me head downstairs and see if I got to toss that stuff into the dryer. Okay. The bedding is in the dryer. Now it has to run for an hour, and then we're good. But it could stay in the dryer till later, and then my wife and I will probably put it on the bed together later today.
What an asshole. I can't actually put the bedding on the bed and myself.
Man, laundry can be pretty stressful, huh?
No. Again, it's not stressful. You're just a fucking moron.
It's done now. All right. Any other topics you guys want?
All right, I think that's it for this, and then we'll move on to other stuff. Gaming. Wait, health device on numbness. Nah, ranking, gameplay, and personalities, replay value. Yep, that's it. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to go over to show you how much of an incompetent idiot he is, even when it comes to the simplest tasks. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
The hate army troll.
It's the hate army, bro.
Hate army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to
Hate on
hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
I need to finish Fallout 4 as soon as possible. That's the goal. I hope that you'll be along for the ride with me. Like, let's say you're here right now for the podcast.
Stop
And you were like,
touching
I
your
was gonna dip. I was gonna
face.
get out of here once he starts with Fallout 4. Stick around because we can just hang out. It could be a hangout session where we just talk and
No.
interact. It doesn't have to always be about the game.
What's
In
wrong
this case,
with your
yes, I want to finish the game. I
face?
put so much time into it. I don't want to leave a few people hanging who are watching it for the end. Please stick around and hang out with me if you can. And of course, I would say support the streams, but I'm going to be dead honest with you. I don't think we're going to get much support for Fallout 4 moving forward. I think it's going to
Then
be
why are you
probably the
playing
deadest
it?
streams that I have when it comes to that. Unless we
Oh,
get
he has nothing else to play. That's why he's still playing it. He literally has no games to play. Think about it. He's literally had to bring back Fallout 4 because he has nothing else to play except Street Fighter and Stardew Valley. And everyone, he has oversaturated his content so much with boring fucking fighting games that people are sick of fighting games. And he's so anxious and waiting for that new fighting game to come out. Like, what is it? Like SNK versus Capcom? He's so excited for that game to come out. By the time that game comes out, all his fans are already going to be so overwhelmed with fucking fighting games that they're not going to support.
lucky like I did on Monday and have a very generous person who shows up last
And he's
minute.
going to get his
I
ass
feel like the
kicked,
game was pretty
obviously,
dead.
too.
So there's not much I can do about that, but I need to push through. So let's try to go for completion within the next 2 to 3 streams.
Why didn't you?
Okay,
Why didn't
cool.
you push through and go to completion for Final Fantasy VII Advent? Not Advent. For Rebirth. Like, Rebirth was a good game. People still are asking you to bring it back, and you refuse to do it. You refuse to push through and finish it. But for fucking Fallout 4, a worse game, in my opinion, that no one's really interested in, no one's asking for, that game, you willing to push to and finish, even though you're not getting any money for it.
Cool. Now, the other new game that I started playing.
Ugh. I hate cockroaches. Ugh, gross. Ugh. I hate cockroaches. Thankfully, I live, more northern. Well, I'm in New York, but, where we live, it's, a little too cold for cockroaches usually, so it's, kind of rare to see cockroaches unless, the place is a huge mess. Or if you go to, New York City or something. Maybe in, the sewers, or not sewers, the fucking subway. But, in houses, it's usually not that, pretty rare. Still, gross.
Is SBC Chaos.
What's worse than spiders and cockroaches to me are centipedes, though. I fucking hate centipedes. Millipedes, centipedes, any long-ass thing with a bunch of different legs, fucking hate it. They're, the worst bug.
So I had a great time playing it and just kind of messing around with it back on Tuesday. In fact, I won a ton.
And those
because I
motherfuckers
have
are
an innate
fast,
knowledge
dude.
of these older
They're
fighting games. I was
fast.
winning more often than losing. I think there's only 2 or 3 people who actually knew the ins and outs of the combat system, and they kind of beat me. There's a Guile, a Geese, and maybe one other guy. Outside of that, I
Geese?
pretty much beat the crap out of everyone else who I faced. Apparently, a Detractor, too, wanted to play me. I don't know. I don't care. And I beat their ass, too.
Bullshit.
So
You
it was
know
fun
who
just
they
messing
are.
around in this game, okay? I'd like to play more of it. That's today. I hope, guys, you will support today's streams. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not expecting
I'm
much
desperate.
from people who are going to be here for Fallout 4.
I need that
I already know the game's kind of
money.
dead, right? It would be great if those of you who are here for the podcast, if you were thinking of supporting the stream, if you could, it would be great if you could support it early. This channel is down this month.
JDX, you
because
get
of a few
a
factors, mostly
sandal or
because there's no new
slipper and
games,
be
right?
like,
And
I
this
got it,
month,
honey.
I played the Elden Ring
Smack.
DLC all month. I played a lot of Street Fighter 6, right? There hasn't been a lot going on in
Or
regards
did you
to new
just
games.
step on it?
Because of that, it does die
Those
down.
are
It
pretty
does this
fast,
every summer,
too.
okay? We're at the end of the month. It'd be great to get a little bit of a push to maybe make up for the behindness that I have right now. And also,
Yeah.
there's a marathon on Saturday. That might
You
help.
gotta
So
be
we'll talk
quick
about that
with
in a few
those
minutes,
things, too.
okay?
They're pretty fast.
But in truth, I'm not really expecting that much. I wouldn't be surprised if this stream right now with Fallout 4 is nearly dead. And there's nothing I can do about that. I got to push through it. I just got to finish the game. Okay? Tomorrow, what I'd like to do
Did you
is do
hit
something
it?
different. Instead of SVC Chaos, which originally I was going to do, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I don't think people are going to like it that much. I think that's more of an intergenerational.
See, I get paranoid when I try to kill a spider and I miss, or I don't fully kill it all the way. Yeah, if I don't fully kill it all the way, like I'll get paranoid that it knows that I tried to kill it, and now because it survived because I missed, it's like plotting against me, and it's gonna come back with an army of spiders or something and get me when I'm sleeping.
Check here, there's a night stream deal. I think
Adios mios.
tomorrow I would like to do my first ever dose of the Nintendo World Championships, which came out less than a week ago, right? Or was it about a week ago now? So yeah, tomorrow we will premiere the Nintendo World Championships.
No, I know. It's just my paranoia. Obviously. I don't actually believe that. It's just like a paranoia thing. It was like,
okay, now to be
it knows somehow that I tried to kill it. Now it's gonna come after me.
transparent, it would be great if I could raise enough tips today to buy the game. Because right now, you know, I just had my day off. I ran errands. Basically, all my funds were spent for the week. The game. Because right now, you know, now to be quite transparent, it would be great if I could raise enough tips today to buy the game. Because right now, you know, I just had my day off. I ran errands. Basically, all my funds were spent for the week. Luckily, I did get paid by YouTube, but that's all going to bills. So depending on how much I raised today with tips, that's how quick I can buy the Nintendo World Championships. Essentially, like I'm trying to raise funds today during the stream.
Wait, what was it about WWE Champions?
That's how quick I can buy Nintendo World Championships. Essentially, like I'm trying to raise funds today during the streams just to
Nintendo World Champions, not WWE Champions. I see.
Buy the game for tomorrow's stream. Okay,
it's not that expensive.
$50, $40, $60. I don't even know. I literally don't even know.
I don't know. I'm not really interested in that game at all, to be honest. But
so. However much it is, you know, the sooner I raise it, the better, and I can buy it and install it and be ready for tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we got a little bit of extra time before we boot up Fallout. Now, as I said, with Fallout 4, I hope that some of you will stick around to hang out with me.
Please give me money.
It's also kind of a chill hangout session, right? So I hope that you guys will come and hang out.
He's trying to market it as chill hangout session.
If you can support it, please do. I'm really not expecting much on this stream. I'm being dead honest with you. It's probably gonna be one of the slowest streams I've done. As I said,
don't say that. Like, why are you saying that? Are you like he's trying to reverse psychologize, like use reverse psychology on his dents? Like, well, I'm not expecting a whole lot. He did that with the fucking vestry too. I don't think it's gonna go on forever because he thinks like his dents are gonna be like, oh no, he doesn't have faith in us. We gotta give him money. Like that doesn't work, Phil. That's how you fucked over the
goal is to raise enough in tips to buy Nintendo World Championships for tomorrow. So between this stream and tonight's stream,
obviously,
just to raise enough money to buy Nintendo World Championships, that's what I'm looking to do. Okay? So anything helps right now, and then we can do Nintendo tomorrow. All right? Cool.
And guess what? Nintendo World Championships did not help his fucking stream, his channel. Nothing, I don't think, will help his channel. To be honest,
we'll wrap it up for today. All right? Thank you guys, and thanks for the early support. Again, I really wish you guys would hang out and stay with me. I know there's over 300 people on stream. Stick around for Fallout. Even if you don't like the game, we can still hang out.
Everyone just fucking leaves after the
stream. It doesn't have to just be
stream.
about the game. I'm going to be trying to rush through this DLC.
Because he always is like, oh, there's so many people watching my podcast. And then everyone drops off at gameplay. Because A, your gameplay is boring as fucking shit. B, if you do have any good gold dust going on, it's going to be in the podcast. So people will watch your pre-stream podcast because a lot of trolls are watching your pre-stream podcast. First of all, it's not all your fans. It's literally just a bunch of trolls watching your podcast and or restreaming your podcast to see if you have any gold dust or not. And then when you transition to gameplay, it's boring as fuck, and no one sticks around because no one cares. Because it's so fucking boring. And you usually don't have any good gold dust going on. Yeah, he tried to revive the vest streak like 2 fucking times. Oh, and don't think he's not building up debt. He's currently still in debt right now. 100%. Because all these things that he is quote-unquote buying that a fan fucking donated. You got the TV, you got the fucking $400 joystick, you got the $200 webcam, all this shit that he is claims a fan donated, but he really just bought himself, right? And 100% these are going on the Amazon payment plans, and he has no intention of actually paying it back. So by the time he actually finally does get his credit back, he's already going to be in the hole by a lot of fucking money.
In the game and getting done because it's not very good, in my opinion. But I want to get to the end of the game and make the final choices and everything. All right, so I hope you'll stick around. And again, if you can support, my whole goal today is to raise enough tips to buy Nintendo World Championships for tomorrow. That's actually my goal for the day. So if you could support today with tips, that would be amazing. Thank you guys. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll talk about the progress that I've made. Good evening,
Hey,
everyone.
I don't have any merchandise, so that's unofficial. If you find anything like that, yeah, I'm not related to.
Welcome to the late night chill stream here on DSP Gaming.
But if you want something similar to that, you would probably go to Bad Dragon, because they have a lot of cool shit like that. I'm just saying.
It is time for chill fun. I'm glad. We need some. And I hope that you guys will stick around for Stardew Valley. It should be a good time tonight as we continue through the fall season in the game.
I'm not successful enough to have any kind of merch.
I don't know what to do next, honestly. I'm going to be looking for feedback tonight on what you guys recommend I should be doing next in the game. I'm kind of confused as to what to work on. Cat is still sick. Cat is basically laid out on the couch feeling awful. Okay.
and then you ended up supposedly getting sick from it, huh?
It's not looking too good. It looks like she probably will end up missing work and stuff.
It looks like she's gonna die. Sorry, guys.
It sucks.
Also, like, I am sorry, but what does this look like to you? Like, I'm not trying to be causing any innuendos, but like, really? Really? That's the logo? Bro.
Bad head cold.
Yeah, she has a bad case of peanitis.
Egg salad. Because my wife is sick and couldn't make anything elaborate, so she just whipped up some egg salad.
So you're still making her cook for you, even though she's sick. Bro, really?
Which I had on Texas toast. That was dinner. All right, enough of this. Just getting rid of this account. Just keeps asking me random questions for no reason. I've had enough. It's boring. Same person.
But you love your Q&A bullshit. But when you ask him for Q&A, you get rid of him.
On the third different account in a week, by the way. Yes, good evening, Derek. How are you? Hello, everyone.
Look at that rocking back and forth, too. How do you not get seasick, my dude?
I received a $20 tip. Wow, the tips are, it's 3, 10, and 20 so far. From Pentaxenstein. Oh my God. Have a great stream tonight. I love Stardew. Thank you, Pentaxenstein, for a $20 tip. I appreciate that. So this is a very good start.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. It's just happening over and over again. First a Panda Lee, now a fucking cat.
Here's some early support.
Get out here and make me a sandwich, bitch.
Number one, I have to buy a game tonight. I'm buying that Nintendo World Championships game because that's what I'm playing on the daytime stream tomorrow.
Oh my God, you're still fucking begging?
We're trying it out on the day stream to see how it works and see how it does. And so we can have some ideas of some of the challenges that I want to try during the marathon on Saturday. And I don't even know what it costs.
Oh my God, that stupid ass fucking marathon.
No, did you look it up? I think it's $50. Maybe it's 60, but I think it's $50 for that game, plus tax. And I literally said on the podcast this morning, all I'm looking to do today is to raise enough tips to buy the game so I have it for tomorrow. That's my major concern. So earlier today,
You should have a bunch of money. You just got paid by fucking YouTube. You just got paid. How do you not have money?
Like $20 in tips.
No, there's no way in fuck. All his YouTube money is going straight to fucking bills. Not a fucking chance.
Yes, the Fallout 4
It went to like the Hulk Hogan polls maybe, but not bills.
stream was atrociously bad.
Not all of it.
There's nothing I can do about it. They will be from now on. That's why we're pushing for the end of the game. In fact, we probably will beat it the next time that I play it. Okay, likely we will. Likely we will complete Fallout 4 when I play it again. Probably Monday or Tuesday. That'll be the end of the playthrough. Okay, so for those wondering, yeah, we essentially finished Nuka World tonight, even though we didn't really finish it. I didn't want to do all the grinding base stuff to do it.
You skipped
so we just wrapped it up.
All right, enough of that one.
Dumb.
You know, I would say the first half went pretty well. A lot likely because you guys were being so supportive during that marathon on Saturday that I was taking shots. I told you guys I would take a shot for every $50 raised. So
and you scam them out of 2 shots.
You know, when you're 3-4 shots in, you're getting numb. And so I'm not feeling.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
But I got really sick because my wife has been sick all week.
Blame it on the wife.
It sucks.
Obviously.
And, you know, I understand a lot of people are concerned and why. I almost never do that. Like, I commit myself to,
begging.
It's a rarity when I have a day off or something is out of the ordinary. I've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks, but
guys. Oh, it hurts.
we've had a lot of shifting here with our schedules, and shifts and things like that. You know, my wife's job particularly.
My
And
wife.
she came down with a really bad illness this week, a really bad head cold. Started around Monday. She got a really severe sore throat for a couple of days. And then she got really severe head congestion, stuffiness, etc.
It sounds just like
face.
it sounds just like a head cold, not an actual sickness, like not an actual cold.
And now, you know, here we are on the weekend. She's almost
Like a
done. Like she
sinus
still has some
infection or
residual
something.
symptoms, but it's not that bad. She's able to function and everything. But basically, for most of this week, she couldn't work
Function
because of this. She was home.
most of the week.
Now,
How
I
many
thought I was
days
out of
does
the
this
woods
bitch take
because She
off?
started showing symptoms on Monday of the week, and you're thinking, man, you know, you live with someone, you're married, you're with them, interacting with them all day, every day. You know. I was
Oh
doing
yeah, sure you're interacting with you guys barely fucking talk. You probably pass by each other in the hall once or twice, and that's probably fucking it.
my best to try to take care of her. You know, I
Oh,
was doing
you're
my
not
best to-
taking care of this bitch. Come on, Philip. We know you're not taking care of this fucking bitch when she's sick. Honey, can you give me something? I'm busy, okay?
try to take care of her. You know, I was doing my best to try to take care of her. And it was like maybe 15, 20 minutes of conversation with these guys. Just chatting. You know, I was just chatting. I was in bed. My wife was asleep sick
In bed, my wife was asleep sick.
over the week. And I apologize that you can hear me doing this. It's all my sinuses are completely pouring down the back of my throat.
But he said this numerous times before that every single day he suffers from post-nasal drip, right? He's claimed before that every day, constantly, he's suffering from post-nasal drip, and it's always pooling down the back of my throat, and that's why I snort so much and all this bullshit, right? He's always said this numerous fucking times. But now it's like, oh, but now this is serious, guys. This pooling in the back of my throat, and this is why you might hear me snort once or twice. But you snort all the fucking time, so this is not anything new. What are you
Right now,
talking about?
It's really disgusting, and I have to do that.
You
to
are
really cough so I don't
disgusting.
cough. So, you know, I was doing my best to help her out, take her.
He's like a 5-year-old trying to get out of going to school. He's like, I don't feel good.
care of her over the week. And
You
it
weren't
was,
taking care of
Friday and going into Saturday, and I'm like, I don't see a single symptom. So you would think that by now,
JDX,
if I
did
was
she
gonna
come
get it, I
back
would
from
have
getting
gotten
that
symptoms.
gallon of
So
milk
I
at the
thought,
grocery
man,
store?
I lucked out, right? I'm out of the
Or
woods.
getting that
and
pack of
not gonna get it.
cigarettes?
And then, of course, Saturday morning, I wake up to do my marathon, and my throat is killing me. We're like, this is nuts. Now, at first, when I started the marathon yesterday, it was just severe soreness, and I'm like, you know, I can tough through this. It's not a big deal. A sore throat is a sore throat. As long as I can talk, I'm all right. And that was my philosophy. You know, yesterday we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of different things together. I mean, I debuted my new webcam, which you can see right now.
Oh my
Full
god.
60 frames, actual cool
It
color
looks literally the
representation
same
on
as the
this
other one,
camera
Phil.
that's accurate now.
What you could actually see behind me is real. What you're seeing, you're probably seeing way more colors than ever before.
No,
This
it
webcam
looks
is-
the fucking same, Phil. What are you talking about? I don't notice any difference.
So awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, we're just going to get through it. And arguably the first half of the day, I was getting through it. I mean, probably, let's be honest, you guys were being so supportive during that stream money that I was taking a lot of shots.
That I was taking a lot of shots.
And those shots were numbing the pain in my throat, so I was kind of toughing through it. And we got through a bunch of games and stuff. You know, we tried out the Marvel
But it was the
Rivals
chicken's
beta.
fault. I had that dry ass chicken.
We had some
and it
Street Fighter
fucked my
6, even
throat
though I
up.
was buzzed. I was still getting wins. I had some pretty bad food. If you want to see that video, it's over on my DSP Reacts channel. The barbecue that I ordered was atrociously dry and bad. So we got through all of that, and then we were basically in the next segment of the show, which was Nintendo World Championships. And as I was playing it, my throat swelled up.
Are you gonna
so
say
bad
something? You just gonna?
He's gurgling to death.
that I actually really couldn't talk anymore.
That was a good
People
edit.
who run radio shows don't talk that much in a day. I talk more than radio hosts. So you'll notice if you watch that Nintendo World Championships video from yesterday, I go from like, all right, let's do it, and I'm playing, and I'm talking and commentating, to I'm just being completely silent. Like, I'm saying nothing because I can't. My throat is throbbing and swollen. I can't say a word. So basically I played it for like 45 minutes. And I was like, guys, I can't keep going on. Like, how do I stream and do a marathon when I can't talk? Plus, I was feeling like crap. Like, I felt like a truck hit me. So, you know, I abruptly ended the stream
You look
early,
like a truck hit you.
and basically I did nothing to set up for today. Like, I knew with how I felt that there wasn't going to be any way that I was going to be able to stream today. It was not going to be possible. So essentially all I did is I bumped the dates on all of my streams by a day. And I posted up everywhere, hey guys, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. And I left it at that. I spent a few hours trying to like eat and recuperate and feel better before I went to sleep. Essentially what happened was I went to sleep, I think around 11 p.m. I want to say.
I'm so
maybe around
sick,
11 p.m. Maybe around midnight.
I
guys.
can't
You
remember
weren't
because
sick.
honestly I was like so
You were
delirious and
faking
in
it.
pain.
I'm so much fucking pain, I can't fucking stand it anymore. My mother twitted my fucking temples.
Holy fucking shit, relax. Some people just can't control themselves. I slept for about 12 hours straight. 12 hours. And didn't move. Like, I was out like a light. And I do remember once I woke up, I
that's
was
not
in the middle of the
that
morning, I don't know when.
long. I've
And you know how
slept
you can
12
feel like when a
hours
fever breaks
before.
and you feel like relief? So I felt that at some point.
You didn't even
during the
have a
night.
fever.
And I remember waking up in the morning and swallowing, and I didn't have excruciating pain in my throat. I was like, oh, whatever's going on in there, it must have cleared up.
Oh,
The good news
okay.
now is my throat isn't really that sore anymore. The problem is...
Oh, you didn't see Boogie freak the fuck out, but yet. I've been so
I have
afraid.
constant
I've been so
grossness in
afraid.
the back coming down my post-nasal drip through my sinuses into my throat. And yeah, so I could talk. That's the good thing. I'm not having a good time. Like, I'll be honest.
But
I
you
still have a
said
fever on and
before
off. It's
that
going up and
happens
down
all the
all day.
time
It's
to
been
you,
like this.
Phil.
So I slept 12 hours. I got up, and it was around noon today. And I'm like, man, I'm starving now.
I usually don't
And-
watch it either, but I was seeing some of the drama about like him faking cancer.
We didn't really have anything in the house to really eat. Like, usually I have like a bagel in the morning. I'm like, well, a bagel ain't gonna cut it. So we actually ordered some sandwiches. Quick, we didn't want fried food. Like, no, I just gotta get like a sandwich with some good meat and veggies and stuff on it. We ordered some sandwiches, and I ate
Wait,
that
what?
quick, and I actually felt
Hold
no,
on a
I just gotta get
second.
like a sandwich with some good. Like, well, a bagel ain't gonna cut it. And we didn't really have anything in the house to really eat. Like, usually I have like a bagel in the
So you didn't have anything at all to eat in the house. Hold on, let me slow this down because this part's important. Yeah, so he had nothing at all to eat in the house. You telling me you couldn't make peanut butter and jelly? You didn't even have fucking bread? You didn't have peanut butter and jelly to make like a jam sandwich or something or nothing? That's kind of sus right there.
morning. I'm like,
I mean, then again, they do fucking DoorDash fucking everything, so it would make sense they don't actually fucking go grocery shopping because they just fucking DoorDash it all.
well, a bagel ain't gonna cut it. So we actually
Why wouldn't a bagel cut it? If you're sick, right, you probably don't want to eat too much. Because when I'm sick, I don't really want to eat a whole lot because I don't want to risk my stomach hurting or throwing up or anything like that, right?
ordered some sandwiches. Quick, 'cause we didn't want fried.
You ordered sandwiches. You ordered lunch meat sandwiches. You couldn't just fucking Instacart or DoorDash fucking like a deli meat from the grocery store to make sandwiches. No. He DoorDashed actual sandwiches from like what, a Tim Hortons or something? Are you fucking serious? Panera Bread sandwiches? He probably went for like the most expensive fucking sandwiches you can get to. What a waste of fucking money this man is.
fried food. Like, no, I just gotta get like a sandwich with some good meat.
Typical fucking consumer. And I thought you said, oh, it's a bad thing to have lunch meat sandwiches, and I'm gonna be so poor I can only have lunch meat sandwiches. But you're over here spending probably $30 to $40 on fucking lunch meat sandwiches like a moron.
And veggies and stuff on it. We ordered some
Veggies.
sandwiches, and I ate that quick, and I actually felt much better after I ate it. But then all of a sudden, I felt completely tired again. So I went back to sleep for another 2 hours. Then I woke up, and basically my wife and I were like, well,
Maybe you should actually take some medication, you dumb shit. But medication doesn't work. The more you take the medicine, the less likely it is to work. No, that's never been the case in human history. Like, if you take Advil, it's going to work every time. Your body isn't going to get used to the Advil and have it not work, Phil. You don't build up a tolerance to the medication, Phil. That's not how that works. Like, maybe with some specific prescription type medicines, but not over-the-counter shit like that.
the thing is, this week we're so backed up now because my wife was sick all week. So a lot of the things that normally need to get done around the house didn't get done because she's been sick, and I
And you weren't... Oh.
been streaming. It's not like I had time off. I've been streaming. So I was like, wow, here's what
I've been streaming. You don't stream 24/7, Phil. You could have picked up the slack for her and done shit around the house in between you streaming since she was sick. It's so obvious that she does all the work around the house, and like he would be fucked without her doing all that fucking work around the house. You know what I mean? It's like, how the fuck, like, your wife is actually sick, right? And this was before he got sick. So before you get sick and you notice that your wife is suffering, she's sick, why don't you do her a favor and actually fucking do some of the chores around the house for her then, in between you streaming? You clock out at like what, 10 p.m. your time or something like that? You have plenty of time before you go to bed. Instead of pulling Hogan's, why don't you actually like do her a favor and do some of the household chores around there? But no, he doesn't, because he's a piece of shit and he doesn't know how to fucking maintain the household or anything. Hey, how you doing, Crafty?
Here's what we got to do. My wife actually
this man is fucking pathetic.
Tomorrow. For the first time in like a week, she's returning to work after being sick. I'm like, let's do as much as we can together now. By doing it together, this will alleviate the burden of having to do all this stuff in the house. So we did for like 2 straight hours. We worked together and we did all this stuff in the house to get it all done.
You could have done that beforehand when she was sick to do it as a favor.
And then she made dinner. And then she made dinner. And then she made dinner with baked chicken.
Are you fucking serious?
With some cream corn.
I know you're feeling better, so can you cook me something, please?
Corn. I was able to eat that, and I felt good after that. And I was like, all right, well, what I got to do now? I got all this stuff I got to do upstairs. Like, I have to set up the playlist for the React show tomorrow. I got to do the new schedule. I have a bunch of bills I got to pay because it's month end, and at month end, like this last week, a bunch of bills are due. So I got to do that.
All right, guys, you like, we all pay bills, right? We're all adults here. We're all adult humans. How long does it take you to pay your bills? Pay your bills shouldn't take you more than an hour, at most. For me, it's like maybe, depending on how many bills, but still, it's like maybe 15 minutes, maybe at max 15 fucking minutes to pay your fucking bills. He doesn't have a fucking family. Shut up. It's pretty obvious he doesn't fucking have a family. He's not even willing to help fucking Cat out around the house because he just makes her do all the fucking chores around the house. Earlier in the stream, we were going over how pathetic he was and how he doesn't even know how to handle his fucking washing machine.
And I was going to do that, you know, normally anyway, but I'm like, let me just do it tonight. So here I am. I've been in the office now for about an hour and a half trying to do stuff. As I'm doing it,
an hour and a half to fucking pay bills? An hour and a half to pay bills and set up a playlist should not take an hour and a half, my dude.
I'm feeling way overheated. I'm like, oh man, it must be my fever again coming back. So the good news is the soreness is alleviated to the point where I can talk. So I can definitely stream. The bad news is I'm salivating at the goddamn mouth. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be in limited capacity. And there's not much I can really do about that.
Oh my God.
But I'm going to do my best. Because my wife was sick and missed work, they changed her work schedule.
I guarantee you he was like asleep for like the whole ass fucking college courses that he went through. He was sleeping through most of it. Or he was getting drunk through most of it.
So now they pushed it. So now she has more.
Like he was probably like probably like a somewhat decent test taker, and that's probably why he graduated at all. Because he obviously can't really retain a whole lot of good information. He doesn't fucking remember anything from the actual degrees.
What do you think about that? Someone's just been out nearly a week being very sick. So let's reschedule them to give them a ridiculous amount of days in a row of work as soon as they're back. I'm sure that they could possibly.
Yeah, because they probably thought she would want to make up the hours that she missed from being sick. So you would take that opportunity to work that extra hours to make up for the money you lost by being sick. It makes sense, Phil.
Possibly not go wrong at all, right? I mean, American retail for you.
That's what you get. That's what you fucking get, bitch.
What are you? Oh my god, this man child. This manlet.
Way overcooked. No liquid at all in that. It is dry. It is so dry. How could you sell it like this? No, that's really bad. Oh man, it's almost inedible. I don't know how you manage to overcook food that bad and not know, unless you just don't care. This is bad. I don't think I'm ever going to order from this place ever again. This is a waste of money. Yeah, I'm pretty upset right now. So basically, this feast, we ate what we ate now. We throw out the rest.
I don't want to know about that, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to visualize any of that. So, yeah.
It's a complete waste. So yeah,
No
this
comment.
really was a waste of time and money. Last time I had financial freedom.
But they obviously don't have sex anyway, so we don't have to worry about it, you know? They probably fucking sleep in different beds.
2014, when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Feasting with Phil. I'm sick. My throat is throbbing. I woke up this morning with a really bad sore throat. My wife's been sick all week. Now I caught it from her. I can't talk that much. You know, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten besides a bagel this morning. And I'm 6 shots in to Jose Cuervo on this marathon. So I need some food. So I'm going to have a variety of barbecue foods with you. And it's probably going to be disgusting, just to forewarn you.
And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
You want barbecue, you got barbecue. How about fried chicken, baked chicken,
It's already starting to shake a little bit, though,
ribs.
Phil. Is it too
Right
heavy?
There. 3 kinds of meats. I got some fries and some fresh corn on the cob. Who wants that? I know you want that.
Yep, it's shaking.
You can't have it. It's mine. And I also have some
It's
baked
shaking.
beans that I'll be having with it, too. Okay?
Probably, yeah. Probably would. I thought you couldn't do camera angles like this, Philip. I thought you said you couldn't do these camera angles. What is this?
What is so bright? Oh, you know what it's looking at? It's looking at the ring light. That's why it looks so bright. Okay. So, here's the feast. Here it is. So, I'm going to try the fried chicken first. I don't know what it's called. It has a name, like Irma's fried chicken or something like that. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what it looks like, or what it tastes like, I should say. Look at that. Crispy, hard and crispy on the outside. Let's see. Wow. That is delicious. It's juicy on the inside, and the breading has a spice to it. It has a little bit of a kick. Wow, that is delicious.
This is disgusting.
Juicy fried chicken. Yummy.
No, I don't think either of us can get pregnant, so probably not going to have
really
any
like
kids. I don't want kids anyway,
awesome,
though,
I
to
think.
be honest. Even if I was dating a girl,
the
I don't
seasoning is
want
quite
kids.
good. It's a dry rub. It's not spicy, but it has that smoky, savory flavor. But the chicken is completely dry. 100% bone dry. I now wish that I brought barbecue sauce up here, but I didn't.
Yeah, because so with a dry rub, isn't that the whole point of adding your own sauces to it, though? Like some kind of barbecue sauce or some other kind of sauce that you add to a dry rub? Because it doesn't have built-in seasoning. You add your seasoning to it, right? That's what I was under the impression of it. Not to mention the fact that he fucking DoorDashed this, so this shit has been sitting in a DoorDasher's fucking car for probably 30 minutes because he's too fucking lazy to go and actually eat at a restaurant or anything, or to go pick it up himself. So he DoorDashed it, so it's probably been sitting in a fucking car for 30 minutes in the heat. And guarantee you those potato wedges are soggy as fuck. Well, I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know. But even still, I don't want kids. So, the food pyramid was incorrect anyway.
It is so dry, super dried out, overcooked. It's definitely overcooked. So here's their ribs. Their famous ribs. I gotta find where the meat is. Here it is. See how the ribs are.
Those don't even look like ribs. Where are the actual bones?
I lost? Because it didn't give me my fucking moves again. Flavorful, incredibly dry. The ribs are bone dry. There is no moisture in the rib whatsoever. It has lost all semblance of moisture. They way overcooked the ribs. way overcooked. That's not even close to being cooked right. It's way overcooked. No,
It looks fine to
liquid at
me.
all in that.
I
It
would
is
eat
dry.
that still.
What a shame. Seriously, what a shame.
So go downstairs and get some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce or some A1 sauce or something like that. I don't know, whatever your sauce of pick is, and drench that motherfucking sauce and eat it and stop being a bitch about it. Like, it's not that hard. Just pick your favorite barbecue sauce that you have from the fridge and put it on there.
Oh, what a shame.
It probably
has
is
good
fake,
flavor,
I
but
think.
It's so dry. Like, I think they expect you to douse it in their barbecue sauce, but you shouldn't have to. The point is it's supposed to be flavorful without it.
You're
Also,
not getting your news source from from like Fox News or some kind of super biased fucking website, are you?
potato wedges, which they call fries, and corn on the cob. Fried potato wedge.
Yeah, those are probably soggy as fuck. Because they were
Not
sitting
bad.
in a car for so
Not
long.
great. It should have more to it, like a flavoring, and it doesn't. It's very bland. It's just okay.
So add
It's
some
not great,
salt
it's
to
just
it.
Okay. Has a little bit of bite, like crispness to it, but it's mostly soggy, mostly bland. Well, we got corn on the cob. It's hard to get corn on the cob wrong. Could they get the corn on the cob possibly wrong? What do you think? Let's try. Let's see if they got it wrong. Ready? Messy ass.
I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get corn on the cob wrong, to be honest. I mean, ew, this is disgusting. What the fuck, Phil?
The corn on the cob is actually good. It's very sweet, incredibly juicy and flavorful. They didn't put anything on it. There's no salt and no butter on there, but it's just a fresh corn on the cob. And everyone knows fresh corn that's sweet is delicious. So that's good. We have a cornbread muffin and some Wilbur beans. Which
I
is
love
their
me
big
some
thing with a bunch of
cornbread,
stuff
though.
in it. I'm gonna
Cornbread
try
is
the
so
beans first.
fucking good.
Wilbur beans, everybody. See the stuff in it? There's pieces of bacon and other things in there. Actually, I think it's not bacon. I think it's the like leftover, like burnt ends of the tips and stuff is in there. So there's meat in there. They're super good. Very flavorful. Tangy, molassesy. And you can taste the big chunks
Tangy?
of meat that's in there.
Oh.
Ew. Why do we have to see his nasty ass
Take a few
feet?
more shots. I owe you guys one more shot.
His fucking
But
monkey ass feet. Like, I swear, if it fucking feels like a fucking Neanderthal with monkey ass fucking feet over here. Jesus Christ.
A shot per $50, as you know. I did 6 earlier. Now I'm finally eating, so this will hopefully negate the liquor, so I can focus more on on the rest of the marathon and not pass out. That'd be nice. This meat sucks. It's so dry. Look at it. It is so dry. How could you sell it like this? This is incredibly over the top dry. Look how dry. You can see just by cutting it how dry it is.
I
Look,
think it's supposed to
it's
dip
like,
it in sauce,
wow.
Phil.
What happened here? How they overcut it or overcook it so bad? Wow. It's bad, man. This
Well,
is the worst thing.
I'll agree to disagree with you there, JDX, because in my opinion, gender is different from your biological sex. You can't actually change your biological sex, right? And I'm pretty sure no one, even other trans people out there, are thinking they can actually change their biological sex. You can change your gender, though, because gender is how you identify mentally, at least in my opinion. But yeah.
Thing right here, this is the worst thing. The rotisserie chicken's awful. It's like a desert in your mouth. And there's so much meat on it, but it's so dry. There's no point. You know what? Maybe I should dip it in the beans. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna put it in the beans.
What?
I couldn't even swallow it without taking a sip of seltzer water. All right, here. I'm gonna put it in the beans.
Oh my
Look at that. Give
God.
it some flavor, right?
Get some barbecue sauce.
Oh, it's still too dry. Oh, no, that's really bad. Oh man.
I mean, you're welcome to disagree. I'm not saying you're like wrong or you're incorrect or whatever. I'm agreeing to disagree is all I'm saying. And you're welcome to have different thoughts on that.
Almost inedible. Man, that's awful chicken. That's some of the most overcooked chicken I've ever tasted in my life. They really screwed that up. Oh, I'm on the floor. Ribs on the floor.
This man is a fucking joke.
Where is the meat? Look. That's like bone and grizzle right there.
I mean, yeah, like the surgeries that are available obviously aren't changing your biological sex, right? And I'm pretty sure trans people are aware of that, but the surgeries for them, I feel, helps them with their dysphoria that comes from, in their mind, being born as the wrong gender, right? Or the wrong biological sex. So the surgery obviously isn't turning them into a cis woman or anything. Everyone knows that. but it's helping them cope with the issue that they have mentally, right? So like that's kind of how I feel like it. And there's nothing wrong with having that surgery if you want, because guess what? Doctors only ever do that to adults. There's no issue, there's no cases or instances of a doctor actually performing that kind of surgery on a minor. Even with their parents' permission, they have to be an adult for that.
I can't eat that.
But there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it's annoying sometimes.
Here's the ball. Here's the rib meat. I don't know how you managed to overcook food that bad and not know.
Sorry, I don't mean to make you
uncomfortable. This is like a desert. This is like wet sand. Ugh. How about a crispy fry? It looks crispy. Okay.
This man is so picky, though. Like look at all the food that he is wasting.
Make that many fries, steak fries, with no seasoning at all. No seasoning? It's incredibly messy and embarrassing to eat on camera, which I know it would be.
And how much do you think this all costed, too, by the way? Like, all this fucking chicken, like 3 different kinds of chicken, corn on the cob, and beans, and the potato wedges. That's gotta be over, like, $70-80, I would think.
Honestly, even this is dry in the middle. Like right
yeah,
here,
I know what
dry.
drag queens are.
Oh man, if you get
the thing is with drag queens, most of them they still identify as men. They just view going out in drag as like an artistic expression of them, right? They don't actually identify as women. They still identify as men. It's just like a performance that they feel like they're doing, I think. At least most of them, I would feel. Oh, well, I don't know. I'm fine with talking about them. I don't mind.
A mouthful of breading is good, but all the breading's on bones now. It's all bones. It's all bones. There's no more breading on chicken, so I just have to eat dry chicken. Oh my God, excuse me. Oh, what a mess. Nope, there were bone pieces in there. Couldn't eat it.
Nothing I could do.
Well, that sucked.
JDX, I got a question for you, actually. You're a Republican. What did you think of the Olympic Games opening? I know everyone's freaking the fuck out about it, but I think it's just kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, how many people are taking it so seriously.
Like, out of all this meat, the fried chicken is the best part, but there's not a lot of meat on it, and the center of the meat is dry. The breading's amazing, but the breading is covering bones. So I can't even eat a lot of the breading because
you can't take the breading off the bones? What do you mean?
Bone dry, and the ribs taste good, but are so dry. This is bad. I don't think I'm ever going to order from this place ever again.
This is bad, dude. What the fuck?
The price is insane. You don't even want to know because this is a family feast. It's myself and my wife are sharing this, so she had some too downstairs.
Oh yeah, it was definitely at least $70 or $80, and if it was like just sharing it,
not worth it at all. When half of the meat is this dry, this is a waste of money. Yeah, I'm pretty upset right now.
Meanwhile, Kat's probably downstairs, has like barbecue sauce and is dipping in the barbecue sauce, and it tastes totally fine for her. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with them either. They can, I mean, it's just a performance piece for them, so it's like, eh.
I think for potato wedges, they would do something to them. No, they're a little bit of salt.
But again, I'm pretty left-leaning, so it's like, I don't really even think it really has anything to do with politics in the first place, though. I mean, it's just kind of something that people do.
Fried chicken is the best meat, but it's not great because the middle is dry and there's not enough breading on meat. It's on the bones. You can't even eat it. The other two meats are too dry and bad.
It's on the bones. You can take the breading off the bones and eat it, though.
This is Famous Dave's food. Famous Dave's like family barbecue feast. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. No, Kat just got more of this. I basically brought a little of everything. So Kat got this too. And she even said when I went down there, she's like, yeah, the meat is all dry. I was like, what? What? Man, what a shame.
I've never heard of sauces before.
This is my dinner for today. This is it. This is all I get. I don't have backup foods. I have to eat as much as I can.
Oh, of course they think we're in the end days. Every other thing is Satanism or the apocalypse or the Antichrist this or that. I'm like, bro, just chill out.
Almost full. People are talking about the cost in the chat.
It's almost like they want the end of the world to happen. $80.
But it's all dry. So you can't eat leftover dry food. It'll just be more dry. So we're going to get rid of it all. So basically this feast, we ate what we ate now. We throw out the rest. It's a complete waste. So yeah, this really be more dry. So we have to get rid of it all.
No, I think it was the $80 one, not the $180. Yeah, because it has 2 slabs. Spare wood. He didn't get any wings at all. Spare ribs, roasted chicken, brisket or chop. Yep, that was probably it right there. Yeah, $80. Jesus
so basically,
Christ.
this feast, we ate what we ate now, we throw out the rest. It's a complete waste. So yeah, this really was a waste of time and money. It should have been much, much better. That is a huge disappointment. I mean, I've been disappointed by food before. Don't get me wrong, but this is expensive.
I mean, you're welcome to have your own religious takes. I don't have a problem if you're religious, but like, that's your religious beliefs. That doesn't apply to other people. So stop trying to force your personal religious beliefs on other people. And I'm not talking to you, Crafty. I'm talking about like the right or whoever. Like, you're like, fine believing that, but not everyone does.
It's pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like, well, let's get the camera back to where it belongs. Okay, so Famous Dave's Feast, which includes 3 meats, the potato wedge fries, corn, Wilbur beans. Out of the 3 meats, only the fried chicken was good. The rotisserie chicken was bone dry and terrible.
It still looks fine.
Better, but we're also dry as hell. So both.
So what are you gonna throw it all out? Throw the rest out? Waste all that money?
God! What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa!
Excuse me. The fried chicken was good, but dry in the middle and not enough breading on meat to actually enjoy the flavor. Once you get halfway through it, you're done. You can't eat any more breading because you're out. You know, they're out of meat. The wedges are bland, pretty much no seasoning. The corn is good, but I mean, it's corn. They didn't make that. They just bought it and boiled it, right? The muffin was decent. It was sweet. And the Wilbur beans, actually the best part. The Wilbur beans with the tangy sauce and the meat in it were actually absolutely delicious. But outside of that, a huge expensive...
I'm kind of craving some pork and beans now, actually, a little bit. God damn it. It does sound pretty good.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. So here's the thing. I don't watch the show. I'm never going to because I'm not a moron. Anyone who watches it is a fucking moron. That's my opinion. You can disagree with me. I think anyone who watches that show is actually like a complete idiot. Okay? There's no one who
Well, it's a good thing no one gives a shit about what you think, huh?
The entire show is fake. Can I repeat that? Ladies and gentlemen, the entire lolcow podcast, lolcow live, whatever the fuck it's called, is fake.
Oh my fucking god. I mean,
I honestly don't think Keemstar. I mean, I don't fucking like Keemstar. I'm on record for not liking that motherfucker, right? I really don't think Keemstar was telling Boogie, hey, maybe you should fake having fucking cancer. I don't think he did that. So I'm pretty sure it's not that fucking fake, right?
I seriously, dude. I can't get over how dumb people are. I mean, you have to have like maybe 2. I seriously, dude.
Oh, nope, go back.
Lolcow live, whatever the fuck it's called, is fake.
I kind of want to play The Witcher again also. I saw the Gwent thing up here. I remember we played Gwent for like 2 seconds. But I do kind of want to play The Witcher 3 again.
I seriously, dude.
I have so many games I'm currently playing right now. I can't just start another game.
To fucking do that. It's scripted, you idiots. How could you fall for it and think any of that is real? You'd have to be a dunce. So congrats.
You are the dunce.
They're getting every time that they stream it.
You are the idiot.
How are you that stupid? I mean, if anything, it just shows there's an incredible group of moronic people on this planet who will fall for anything because they're so stupid, right? Now, what I would like to know is why all of a sudden in the last week, people are bringing this up with me. Like,
yeah, right?
What
WWE wrestling
like
is fake too, Phil.
Just in case it does have some negative effect on me. What is going on over there that people are bringing me up? I have nothing to do with this fucking show and never will. Darksydephil the lolcow. I'm not stupid. I'm not a
There was this pretty funny comedy. I'm trying to remember the name of it. That had the sheriff from Scream. He was in it, and it was like a comedy about wrestling, and these two guys are wrestling fans, and they meet their wrestling hero who got like thrown out of the league or whatever, and they try to get him back in the wrestling. And it was really, really funny, but I don't remember what the hell it's called now though. But he was Dewey from Scream. It was like that guy. David Arquette. Yeah, it was David Arquette from Scream, and he was in it. But I don't remember the name of the movie though.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Ready to Rumble or Ready to something like that. Yeah, it was really funny. I like that one a lot. I used to have that on VHS, right? So I'd watch that a lot. I think I had like Daniel Day-Lewis as like the wrestling guy. I think it was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Why am I in being discussed? What actually has happened over there? Can
Good
someone
movie, though.
clarify
Definitely
for me
very good.
what is going on that my name is in other people's mouths now and are bringing me up again? Because, by the way, this year has been a great year. If you haven't noticed, no drama. I've literally stayed out of all
You've
drama.
always been
drama
causing drama, Phil. What are you talking about?
Any drama, I'm not getting pulled into it. I've stayed the fuck out
No,
of it
you haven't.
on purpose, right?
Hello?
I have no involvement with it whatsoever. I don't want to be involved in it. But I feel like every once in a while, I have to ask what involvement I have. Like, why are people contacting me saying I was right all along, you know, and they admitted that you're right? What are you talking about, right? I don't think you're being discussed. I think someone just said that you won't over them because your stability and ignoring drama. Huh? They're bringing it up this past week because Boogie had a horrible freak out on the show. People seeing Boogie break down, and people remember what you said about the show being bad. Is that it? Okay. Boogie got forced to have a face tattoo. That doesn't even make sense. No one can force you to have a face tattoo. If Boogie got a face tattoo, that was his active choice to do something for the show as a stunt so more morons would watch it. You understand? There's no... He got...
I mean, to be honest, right now, Keemstar is the only one that has given Boogie any money. Because I think Keemstar is still paying for Boogie's mortgage, right? So Keemstar is still paying for Boogie's mortgage. He's the only one willing to give Boogie money on the internet right now. Because even if Boogie went live and did his normal thing, no one's going to give him money after he faked having cancer, right? So it's like, he probably had no choice but to get the tattoo. Otherwise, he's going to risk Keemstar not giving him any more money for a fucking mortgage. So probably had no choice.
To do something. That's scripted. How do you not understand that? Wow. So is that literally it? See, I just like, what does it have to do with me? Why is my name even being brought up? Don't. Oh, it's just about me, and my streams and my business. It's about,
Mr. Narcissist. Why is it all about me all of a sudden?
I don't. I want nothing to do with
you make everything about you.
Because that's really the truth. The entirety of that group are exploiters. They exploit themselves. They exploit others. They're just exploiting
Keemstar more than anyone, but
for really dumb people who don't understand they're being exploited themselves, who just keep perpetuating dumb content, right? They exploit themselves. They exploit others. They're just exploiting in order to get
not like DSP really though, right?
Who don't understand they're being exploited themselves to just keep perpetuating dumb content, right? Very, very, very hypocritical. It's kind of like what the side scrollers did with my haters last year. They literally kept bringing me up in a negative way so that they would keep
monetize the haters. Fuck off,
the more
Craig.
that they brought me up in a negative way, my haters would pay them more. And then eventually it dried up, so they just...
Side scrollers fucking descended so fucking far after that interview, too. They just went straight down the fucking toilet. And they just are appealing to the lowest common denominator now.
Are we going to bother with that, right? But my haters are
same thing happens with a lot of stand-up comedians who aren't funny, and they have no other real thing to do choice but to appeal to conservatives.
Bring me up when they knew it was time to milk the morons again. How are people so dumb?
Oh yes, money. Very nice, money.
So dumb that they don't understand when they're being exploited. You need
I don't know. You tell me.
Like,
you're pretty dumb yourself, Phil.
Kick you in the balls to know that you're dumb and you're being exploited. Like, how stupid can you be? The moment you watch that kind of content, you've already fell for the trap and you've given them exactly what they want.
What trap, Phil? You can watch content on YouTube and not give them money. You do know that, right? Like, sure, me watching something's going to maybe attribute to their viewer interaction a little bit by an extra view here or there. But that's fucking it. It's not like me, like, I don't like the lolcow podcast. I think it's a boring ass fucking show. I've only watched a couple episodes because it's about the whole Boogie faking cancer thing, right? I haven't watched the whole rest of it. The show is fucking boring. It's only gotten somewhat entertaining about the whole calling out Boogie about being a lolcow, or faking cancer, I mean. But it's a fucking boring show. But even if I liked it or was curious about it and I would watch it, that's not falling for a trap. That's just me seeing what the fuck is going on. It's not like it's hurting me in any way. It's not like I'm giving them money somehow. I'm not donating to them just because. But Phil fucking thinks that, oh, if you watch someone, you have to give them money. I'm like, no, I almost never donate to anyone. Because I can't afford to. I have my own goddamn bills to pay. I can't afford to just be giving out fucking tips to content creators and shit like that.
Attention. You're giving them money. You're giving them popularity. Right? For what? For trash. For the lowest common
Just
denominator
like,
of content.
What was his name? C.K. Lewis, I think, who was a stand-up comedian, and Chappelle and them. Like, they're just placating the far right.
That could only be possibly classified
for
as
an easy
harmful to the
paycheck.
world. I'm going to repeat that. That kind of content is harmful to the world, to human society as a whole.
How?
Someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck.
Yeah, no. That content is harmful to the world. Watch my fucking toxic content instead. That's not harmful. What? Wait, what?
Paycheck, begging
How
for
is there a
fucking chips and
difference,
shit on street
Phil?
For the rest of my life, right? Remember when they did the Anna Nicole Smith show back on TV, and everyone said, "Oh, that's not harmful."
I never really watched it, but I do vaguely remember hearing about it.
That content's fine because she's in on the joke. I mean, yeah, she's a train wreck. Her career fell apart. You could tell that she's high and drunk half the time on the show. But who cares? It's fine. She's dead now.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, she overdosed, but that was her choices that caused her to overdose. She was probably going to overdose with or without the show being on, Phil. Like, the show did not cause her to overdose. People make their own choices in life, and then they suffer the repercussions of the choices that they make. So, her having a TV show didn't really affect that in any way because she was still going to drink and do a lot of drugs. Are you saying that the lolcow podcast is somehow going to kill someone? I kind of doubt it. And even so, people do their own, people are responsible for their own actions, not a show.
She's dead because people around her turned her into a living joke.
No, they didn't. She didn't die. I'm pretty sure she overdosed. She didn't purposely hurt herself or Minecraft herself because of that, dummy.
Someone said, "Oh, that's fine. That's good content." She died because of those people.
No, she didn't. She died because of her own
actions. One of the
actions.
people on the show has to die, and then you'll realize that it's
oh
junk
my
content,
god, he is
and you
a
shouldn't be
fucking
watching it.
idiot.
Is that what it takes? Are you that fucking dumb?
No,
don't
but you
understand
are,
that human
clearly.
exploitation is bad. This is common sense, common morality stuff. This is not big brain thinking shit.
You exploit yourself, you exploit your wife, you exploit your cat, and your audience all the fucking time, Phil. This can easily be turned on you 180 degrees, Phil.
This is like if you have a base of human understanding in your head, a tiny little nugget of intelligence, you would know that that is bad stuff that should not get attention, right? You should be doing everything in your power to stop people from watching that shit. Oh my God, why are you so dumb sometimes? Because you want me to be toxic. You want me to watch detractor videos of people who say nasty shit about me and my family to upset me. No, we're not doing that because I'm not a jackass like you. You fucking idiot. What is wrong with you?
But this guy isn't toxic, though,
what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, wow. So we have the evidence.
You can easily edit this to be like, if you watch my content, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you watch my content? Like, you could easily edit that shit.
Of how heinous this stuff is. So let's do a whole show based on it on YouTube, and let's give them thousands of viewers every show. Wow, you guys are real fucking smart, huh? Anyway, that's my say on it. I'm not never involving myself in any of that shit whatsoever. So go ahead, saying, you know, they put my name in their mouths. Understand something. It's not me doing it. I was correct 100% on that
I'm going to sue them if they talk about me
correct.
Again.
All right?
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. You
You're gonna
stay the
sue
fuck
them, the
away.
motherfuckers?
Right? You stay the fuck away from that content. You don't
Stay.
engage it. You don't
Stop watching Keemstar. Stop watching Keemstar. Yeah.
talk about it.
What
You don't
a
support it.
fucking
You
asshole.
don't mention it. And eventually,
Such a little baby.
when the crap hits the fan, all right?
Oh my
all you're
God.
going to hear is excuses from everyone involved. Oh, we didn't know. Oh, it wasn't serious. Oh, it wasn't meant to take you. Whatever you say, the writing's on the fucking wall. I told the truth, like I always do. Right? We have the track record. We see what happens with this kind of content.
Track record of what? The show did not kill Anna Nicole Smith. She killed herself. Well, unintentionally, I think, but she still did. She Minecrafted herself, Phil.
We already know where it's going. So if you want to be part of that degenerate shit, you want to go to hell, go for it. Satan's waiting for you.
What? Bro, if any of us are going to hell at all, you're going to be there first. Like, you will be there far before any of us get there. And we'll get to hell and we'll see you roasting away. Like, yep, I figured he would be going there. Like, come on. Philip. Oh, you're going to hell for watching something on YouTube. How ridiculous does that sound? You watch something, so you condone this to happen. You're such a bad person. You're going to hell. Well, if that's all it takes to go to hell, then we have a fucking laundry list of evil shit that you have done. So if we're going to hell just for that, then you're definitely going to hell. You're going to, like, the lowest fucking level in Dante's Inferno of hell, my dude. You're going to be right next to Satan.
You with 2 hot pokers for your ass when you show up.
And of course, it's always about fucking scat.
Me, I'm staying the fuck away from it. I have better things to do with my life. All right, so guys,
you'll
here's the deal.
still be in hell with the rest of us.
If you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the chill vibe, please support it. Can I be honest with you? If we continue to have Fallout streams with less than 200 viewers and $8 in tips, I'm just going to drop the game. Sounds good?
Sounds
Fair
good.
enough?
Okay.
I'm done.
All right.
I've said my piece on that garbage. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's this simple now. If anyone is going to try to bother me shit about it, it's against the rules. It's always been a rule that it's a ban when you bring up drama content in my streams and stuff. So it's this simple. I don't want to see it talked about. I don't need to know about what they're doing over there. I don't care how many times they name drop me. I don't give a fuck. If I see it, you're gone. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. Straight up. 100% new rule. I don't ever want to hear anything about lolcows, lolcow show, Keemstar, Boogie, or Wings. Fuck
but
all
you
of them.
are a lolcow,
Fucking
Phil.
erased. You understand? I got better things to do with my life.
I got better things to do.
Sure. So, see it? Gone. Done. I don't want people coming to my... Oh, did you
got
this guy
it
did on his
done.
stream and this guy... Fuck you. You're gone. That's
Fuck
it. Straight
you.
Up, new rules. Done with it.
Fuck you.
All right?
And you.
Understand it. I don't want to hear anything about it ever again. And if they're sad about that, because I know, for example, I know Wings is not a bad guy. I know he's not. Too bad. You wrapped up yourself with the wrong crowd. I want nothing to do with you, man. That's your fault. That's on you. Wings, there's the problem is I know there's
They
people that
took
are
an
wrong
easy
people.
paycheck.
Can't be involved
You're
with
going
that
to
shit.
hell.
You can't. You have to lay down the law in your life of what things you want to be associated with and you don't. I will have zero.
Keep sucking up to
association
Jordy,
with those
though.
fucking people. Zero. I can't lower myself to that level of horrendous action and the
Oh, you've
consequence
lowered
that will
yourself
come, because trust
plenty
me,
in the
there
past
will be
anyway, so don't worry about
for
it, Phil.
this. You have to understand this. Something will happen. There will be consequence. Right?
That's a threat, sir. Are you threatening them right now?
I'm done.
If you YouTubers had a
Sounds like you're threatening
I
them.
believe if you had a wrestling match with Wings, it would be highly beneficial. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to play video games and have fun with my audience. I'm not here to be an asshole pretending like I'm a fucking...
Save the
Well, it kind of focused. Maybe not fully. The Insta 360 Link AI-powered 4K webcam. This is what showed up yesterday on my doorstep. Okay?
And like, whatever, if he bought that, if he I don't think he actually bought this himself for this one, because like he almost never puts his own money up for things that will improve the stream. It's always things he wants. So the TV, yeah, he bought that technically, even though it was on a payment plan. The fighting stick, that's something he wanted, so he put that on a payment plan and bought that himself. But a webcam to supposedly improve his streams, I don't think he paid money for that himself. I think someone genuinely gave him this webcam, because if it's his money, he's not going to put that to improving the streams for other people. He's not. He cares about himself and his wants and his needs. But in his mind, he doesn't need a new webcam. So, because he thought the old webcam was fine. He was never bitching about his webcam before. So I kind of feel like someone probably gave him this webcam.
So that's what I'm using. And I'll explain all about it in just a moment. It looks like the camera is slightly off today. What I'd like to do is go a little bit this way.
Oh, you're wrong.
Oh, man, I
What's
went
the
too far.
wrong way?
I want to go a little bit this way. Oh, what am I drinking today? Some peach cream seltzer water.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Look at this. So if someone's accusing me of lying about the camera, saying, I thought you said you don't open boxes, you don't know what they are. I don't. This was in an Amazon packaging, sitting on my doorstep. I didn't know what it was. So I didn't touch it yet.
Like, why? I
checked
still
my
don't
phone.
understand why
Just
you
me
would
and it
need
emailed me. It said, "Phil,
AI-powered webcam.
Here's what I just sent you
though.
off
Really?
of Amazon. And I looked and I was like,
Like, it has
because then I
face
bought it and I opened it
tracking.
up and there it
Yeah,
was.
so does like
I
Ring
didn't order-
doorbells
First of all,
nowadays.
and again,
so,
this is
eh.
which is hilarious. These people from Kino Casino have a point. Who cares if I did buy this? Right? Let's say I did buy it, which I didn't. But let's say I did. Who cares?
And like Kino Casino people, they are sucking his dick trying to get him to go on their show so they can wreck his shit. They are sucking up to him so bad, trying to get him to go on the show. And they will wreck his shit up when he goes on there. 100%. They don't actually like you, dumbass. Money, they're being sarcastic.
Right? I can make purchases. It's okay to buy things. I mean, this is for the stream, right? In this case, I didn't.
Yeah, and the reason that it's for the stream makes me think that you wouldn't actually go out of your way and pay money for it. Because we all know you care about your experience, not about your actual viewers' experience. You don't give a shit how your viewers' experience is, Phil. You just care about yourself.
I didn't buy this. But why would I lie? Like, what is your point?
You
like,
lie about everything all the fucking time. Yeah, and yep.
Why would I lie about it? If I bought it, I would be like, hey guys, look what I got for the stream. Big deal.
Oh, sorry.
Like, you say make no sense. It's like, we're gonna get Phil in a gotcha moment, but the gotcha moment doesn't even make sense. At least make it make sense. Like, be like, we caught you, and now you've been doing this and that, and it's underhanded and it's bad. What is bad if I bought this for the stream?
Well, we literally caught you playing WWE Champions on stream. So, I mean, how much worse can it get other than that for you, Phil?
Like, what is your point? You have none. You're an idiot. you know? These people are just, they're out of their minds.
So any tips you know, today are going to directly help me, like, afford my groceries and stuff tomorrow. So please tip me if you can today. Okay, guys?
Okay, guys.
I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is.
Oh, he said one of the casino guys is called Derek, your jester. You might need to tell them that bullying isn't tolerated here. Listen, I can't tell people what to do and what not to do, right?
Yes,
Here's
you
what
can.
I think is messed up.
Like, you're the moderator for your own stream, right? So you're trying to cultivate an audience of like-minded individuals, I guess, right? So if you have people causing a ruckus, being an actual sexual predator on your streams, then it is your obligation to tell them to go fuck off. Otherwise, that's gonna show negatively upon you. Because, like, you know, the whole additive that you are the friends you keep or something like, I forget exactly how that goes, but it's like you are as worthy as the friends you keep or something like that. It's like basically, oh, you look at the friends around you and that's how you will be seen by everyone else, kind of thing, right? So, like, what does that say about you that you're keeping actual pedophiles in your fucking chat, Phil?
When the detractor community decides to hyper-focus on something that literally I have nothing to do
with. And I thought 2003 was a wild fucking season, but holy shit, like, he's just getting more and more paranoid and batshit insane as the years go by. Because, like, 2020 to 2022 was kind of slow. There wasn't a whole lot of crazy things going on. You had the vest streak, sure, but other than the vest streak, there wasn't a whole lot going on. And then last year was just batshit insane because you started off right off with the whole fucking side scrollers thing and everything, and it's just been fucking going crazy ever since then. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
Nor should I even have knowledge of. All right.
I don't know if he's just having like a multi-year-long midlife crisis or something, or what.
Good audience for it today. I think we should publicly address a situation. Okay.
And I can't wait for the June documentary to come out too.
All right. When you were a content creator, okay, you have an audience, and that audience sometimes becomes regulars who you recognize, who you're friendly with. Right. But there's no responsibility of a content creator.
Yes, there is.
To be micromanaging the actions of their audience. Do you understand? Allow me to explain what I mean. Every day I turn on my stream, and people come on my stream, and they talk with me. And some people are friendly. And I like having regulars so I recognize their names, and we have conversations in line with, you know, topics that we, you know, things where we like and dislike. It's cool. It's having a bunch of regular friends come by every day and hang out, correct? That's what it feels like. It's a community. I'm lucky because I have a
but you don't talk to your fans,
Phil. We can all feel friendly and kind of recognize each other. I'm not.
You don't really talk to them.
Viewers a day.
He's saying this bullshit now, but let's not forget all the times where he does not let his chat talk to each other. if they're not talking about the game he's currently playing, if they're not talking to him, they're not allowed to fucking talk. They're not allowed to actually build it up to a community because Phil keeps kicking it in the bud before it becomes a full-grown community. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're not allowed to actually fucking be a community because you're not allowed to talk with one another in his fucking chats. He needs all the attention on himself at all times.
And then I can't recognize anyone because the chat's going like this. Instead, we have a manageable chat. I can talk with everybody. I like that. All right? However, it is not my responsibility, nor any streamer or content creator's responsibility, to parent the regulars. You understand that? I am no one's...
If they're active in your chat, then yes, it is. Like, yeah, it's like there's a few times when, like, people were getting a little too heated in a political debate a couple streams ago. Well, it was actually a while ago at this point now, but, like, people getting a little too heated debating politics in my chat, and, like, I don't mind if people are talking about other things unrelated to what I'm watching, right? But it was getting a little too ugly in that chat, so I had to be like, put a stop to it and be like, hey, you guys, like, calm down. I don't want people getting heated. Feelings are gonna hurt. I don't want people, like, getting pissed off at one another. Sometimes you just gotta, like, step in and try to, like, cool down the situation a little bit there so people don't get too heated up.
Father, nor do I want to take on the responsibility of being anyone's father.
Whatever.
All right? Now, some people have said, well, we look up to you as, like, you know, someone who, you know, when you tell your stories or whatever, we learn from you and your experience. That's a little different. But I don't think I've ever in the time, 16 years, right, that I've been here on YouTube, I don't think once I said, I am your daddy. Now do what I tell you because I know better than you, son. Like, have I ever done that? Right? No, nor do I aspire to be anyone's...
yeah, he's literally all the time telling him that he is right and they are all wrong. Like what she said, like Snort Burnell, that's like correct. He does that all the fucking time.
You know, we're joking, oh, he's the king or whatever, okay? Okay, it's a joke. You understand the difference between joking and reality, right?
But he's always telling him all the time, my belief is what's actually happening, and you're all the fucking idiots because you believe something else that I don't believe. He does that all the fucking time.
How to behave, how to live their life, what to do, what not to do.
You're the biggest hypocrite on the planet.
I'll tell you my opinions on things, and it's up to you to judge if you agree with me or not. And if you want to apply things that I say from my streams to your own life,
he always fucking acts like his opinions are the actual way the world works. He doesn't say it's his opinions. He says that's the way things are. You're a fucking idiot. You're banned. Good day, sir. That's what he fucking does all the fucking time. What are you talking about, Phil?
But it's not my job to dictate to you what's wrong, what's right.
Oh my God.
And this is how you live your life or else, right? It's not. In fact, I will go as far to say this. The very moment that you do anything off my stream, it's none of my business. The only business I have of knowing anything about you is what you do right here in my chat or on my stream. Okay? That's it. I don't care about what you do outside of my streams. I get idiots who come in here and be like, did you know that this chatter's on a Detractor chat right now? And I'm like, I don't care where they are.
Yeah, right?
Why would I care where they are? They can do whatever they want when they're not on my stream. I only care about how you behave in my place of business.
You scolded OIC for going on a Detractor stream, Phil. You, like, why? Are you stupid? Why would you go and talk to Agent Proper, OIC? What the fuck? You yelled at him like he was a little fucking kid, Phil. What are you talking about?
Everything else is up to you. And it's not my job to stalk you, micromanage you, and find out what you do behind the scenes. Why the hell would I ever care about that, right? But people try to do this all the time. My detractors, notably, they stalk certain viewers, and they'll be like, I saw what you did on your social media.
Stalking people.
I saw what's on your LinkedIn. I saw the...
Yeah, and, like, casually checking out someone's Twitch or someone's Twitter, apparently that's stalking. If you've ever gone to someone's social media profile, that is stalking, and you're not allowed to do that. Right, okay.
Post you made 12 years ago on Facebook and this and that. And it's like, listen, I get it. There's some people out there, sadly,
get it.
There's stuff out there that a lot of us probably
I'm a moron.
and it's public, okay? But again, it's not my job to know about that shit, nor is it my job to concern myself with that. You understand? So when I get people who come on the stream.
I'm
and
not
like,
a good enough friend to you guys to actually go on your social medias and check out what you're doing and be like, hey, that's kind of fucked up. When you and Derek said there was never a problem. Oh, yeah, the cuties thing? Yeah.
hey, how could
Then
you,
he walked that shit back.
right, allow this person in your chat? Aren't you aware that they did this and this and this? Like, wait. No. Here's your honest answer. No, I don't know what they did outside of my chat.
You always have people coming to you and telling you, though. Because, like, yeah, you don't personally go and check it out, but you always have someone spying on your own fans for you, though. Don't you,
care
Phil?
what they did outside of my chat. It's not my business.
You
I'm not
clearly
supposed
do
to be
care.
stalking my viewers to know what they did on their private accounts, separate from my stream.
It's not private accounts, Phil. Like, if you have a social media account on Facebook, on Twitter, on wherever, if you have a social media account, that's not a private fucking account. Now, you can lock your Twitter account so that only your followers can see your content. That is one thing. But that's still not a private account, Phil.
That has nothing to do with me. Zero. The moment that I actually step outside of the realm of a content creator, and now I try to apply myself in other places of your personal lives, I've overstepped my boundaries. Now I've become a creeper. Now I've become a stalker. I've become the weirdo. It's not my business to be finding out what you do behind the scenes in your real lives.
But all right.
It's not my job. Nor should I hold people accountable. Oh, you were in a detractor chat, ban them now. No, I'm not going to do that. It's not my job to hold you accountable because you did something in your free time. I don't care. Just behave when you're on my stream.
PDF file Derek.
That's what the detractors want. They want to feel like they've had influence on something I do. So
No, I really don't give two shits, Phil. I think most detractors really don't care that much about that.
Like if I went and I banned certain people from the chat right now, see, we got them to do it. I'm not going to do it.
No, because you're eventually going to ban everyone in that chat anyway. It's only a matter of time before someone talks to you the wrong way or gives their opinion, and you're like, you're wrong? This is actually how it is? And because you have a different point of view than I do, you're fucking banned. You're eventually going to ban every single one of your fans, and then your fans that were your fans are going to then come over to the detractor side and end up being detractors of you, because you will end up shit talking them. Like, what was it? Like, there's so many of them, Phil.
Only if there's a rule violation.
Even if it's an honest mistake.
Nasty or whatever, you know, and they're breaking
still
it.
Shit on them.
Just like everyone else, but everyone gets treated the same. I don't care if you're a newcomer or you're someone who's been with me for 15 years. I don't care if you're someone who's literally never contributed a thing financially to one of my streams.
Okay,
or
that's
you
a
just
lie.
donated $1,000. Everyone has to abide by the same rules. Everyone gets treated equally here on my streams. That's how it is. If you don't like that, there's plenty of other places that you could go watch.
And then he does that. I'm like, Phil, you can't be sitting here complaining that no one is on your chat, no one is actually watching you do streams or anything like that, and then say shit like that. Well, if you don't like it, you can just leave and watch other people. There's other content creators. And then 5 seconds later, he's like, why is no one watching me play this game? Why are there no tips coming in? Where is everyone? You just told them all to go watch someone else, so they did, Phil.
And then you don't have to feel like you've been, I don't like how this is being run, okay? But I'm not going to be sitting here tracking all of my viewers and what they do in their private lives. That's insane. That's crazy. And if you're trying to superimpose that on me, you're an idiot because you're just wasting your time. Because the other thing, the things that a lot of people have as issue with, right? They've never even talked about in the chat. So here's the case, all right? How do you know that a certain chat member has done something that you deem as heinous? How do you know about it? Did you go stalk their social media?
Not stalking their social media by going on their goddamn profile, Phil. It's a public account on a public website.
Go watch a series of detractor videos about stalking someone's social media? That's weird. You're weird. You need to stop. You need to stop being up in everyone else's
we're the
business.
weird ones,
It's
not
none of your
Derek.
business.
Right.
Leave their lives alone. What is wrong with you? Seriously. Get a life, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't take place right here in the chat on my stream. I don't care. Get a life. Stop bothering us all with this shit.
So you could have
No one-
Jeffrey Dahmer in your chat and you would be fine with it, huh, Phil? Because he was killing people and eating people on his own to free time. And because it didn't happen in your chat, you would still allow him in there, huh?
No one would even know about it if people didn't stalk these people.
Genuine question. How is briefly checking someone's X account stalking? If I check someone's Twitter once, is it stalking? Have you never done that? No. No. I've never done that. I'm not kidding.
Because you're not a normal human being, Phil. You're not like the rest of us, Phil. You don't actually use social media, Phil. You're an old fucking boomer. But normal people do that shit, Phil.
Literally not once ever. In my 16 years as a content creator, have I sat here on a stream, looked at someone's name in chat and said, I'm going to check your X account. Not once. Not a single time. Not my job to stalk you.
Just
I don't care
stalk
about what you're
Soulmate's
doing
account,
outside the
yeah.
stream. So, you know, yeah, no, you're right. No, I've never done that. Here's the thing. I have a life. I'm busy.
Oh my god. I have a life, aka WWE Champions. Exactly. Exactly. I'm so busy with WWE Champions time.
Okay. All right. Wow. I just received a $50 tip. Whoa. Whoa, there's a whale. A giant whale. That's cool, there's a giant whale.
Okay. Cheers. The first shot of the day.
But he's an ex-alcoholic, remember?
All right, let's do the second shot. Then
Or
I'm not
just a
gonna drink more
normal
today,
alcoholic,
'cause I don't want to go
basically.
crazy and get sloshed before we even play a game.
No, I don't have any spies.
Oh my. I received a $100 tip. It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones.
I love that. It has a whale-like teeth that filter things. You know, I think it's called baleen, Phil.
He's got a big old eyeball. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of
Back
my
of my
neck,
head,
the back of
back of
my
my
head, the back
head,
of
back
my
my
mind.
friend.
And
It's
it's always
always
telling me
it's
it's
WWE Champions time.
I love it.
I love
I
it.
love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children.
I miss the older one. Phil is a liar. Phil is a beggar. Phil's a scammer. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently just checking in on random people on fucking X or Twitter is stalking people, I guess. Apparently. I don't know. I think I'm going to be done. I'm going to call the stream here, though. Starting to get a little bit of a headache. But yeah, no, it's a social media. It's a public forum or public social media account, right? It's not even a private account. So it's not stalking. Now, I don't go and check every fucking viewer. Like, I don't check people's social media usually. You know? Like, I don't know any of you guys' social medias or what your Twitter's accounts are. I don't really care, honestly. Right? But, like, randomly going to check something on Twitter and you happen across someone's Twitter account, that's not stalking them. Phil. You're so stupid. So I was never a fan of Phil's. I was never a fan of his. I first saw him when I was watching Retsupray. It was with Slow Beef and Chip Cheesem were reviewing Let's Player. Like, they were reviewing bad Let's Players on YouTube at the time, right? And they were reviewing bad Let's Players, and one of This Is How You Don't Play of Metal Gear Solid 2 came up. And the whole thing was, where's my rations? I can't find my rations thing. And I'm like, there's no way there's a person this fucking bad at games. Because he was so bad. I'm like, this guy can't be real. This has to be a fake. He has to be faking being this bad at games, right? But no, it turns out he was real. And then I became a detractor at that point. Well, I gotta go. So I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll probably do another stream next week sometime. Or the end of this week, maybe. All right, see you guys later.